plus. Did you know that mouthwash is bad for you?
Regular mouthwash, right? You got to get
old
like,
mouthwash,
tea tree something. My wife's been hitting me up on that one for a while now.
Massage at a place that doesn't jerk your dick off. I got one yesterday. Or a place that'll give you a good massage and then jerk your dick off.
Just fucking post up before I start that. Come on, you cunt. Oh no! Oh, you fucking...
How's Katie's back?
Sore.
Oh shit.
She's freaking out. Going to see my stem cell guy. She's making I think she's doing this procedure. I don't know. She made the date. I forgot what it is, but it's not. It's soon. Soon as it's because it's aching all the time. She's taking a painkiller like twice a week, maybe more.
Man. Understand, it can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead. Jason. Ellis. Moose Knuckle. Red the Dragon. Night Danger. Canada. Uncircumcised. Philanthropy. Stupid stuff. Supercross. Pain. Nipple. Machete. Fashion. A scintillating bloodbath. A hellacious fury. Evil. Cannabis. Interesting thing. Awesome. Radio.
Gonna take it all the way. You better give me my temporary icicle.
Right now. It's the Jason Ellis Show. Jason Ellis. Cameron Christ. Michael Tully. I thought they were trying something. Andrew Bruce. I'm an idiot. Devin. Who would have thought eating a bowl of gum would pay off? Mike Catherwood. There's a gun in my head, Jason. I had to fuck. And Will Pendarvis. Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis.
Also blown up.
This is the Jason Ellis Show.
Oh, don't hit back.
Duh. What up, man? Hey, fucking, the show and shit. Welcome to the most successful guys thing. You never knew it, and then he did it. It's like those frogs that freeze themselves. They've always been doing it, but you didn't know they were freezing themselves until the news told you, which means it's probably a fucking lie. When are the octopuses just gonna come out of the sea and tell us that they're in control? I'm sick of waiting. I'll go down there myself. Get some calamari, if you know what I'm saying. I'll fuck an alien, even if they're ugly. I like to mix it up. And I feel like if I don't fuck them, that's discriminative. Because everybody needs love. Even octopus aliens. I'm just saying, they've got another name, but you wouldn't understand that. You know. Layman's terms,
This story
octopus
says
alien.
octopus alien, so I think we'll just use that name.
Mike Catherwood is here. Thank goodness for that. Obviously, if you're just tuning in, Tully died of AIDS and was fired for having AIDS because SiriusXM hates gay people. Isn't that right, Andrew?
Yep, can't stand them.
Right. It sounds better when somebody of somewhat responsible nature
That
says
delivery
it,
helped,
right?
yeah.
Mine sucked. His is like, oh wow, he really did get fired for having AIDS, but it's not true. He just got fired. He died.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went on a date with my daughter last night, and that worked out. It was a good idea. I figured that out, so now I can just do like this weird dinner thing, and I want, you know, she doesn't really know, and the phone can be put down, and we can talk, and then after a while you get sick of it, and you want to move on and do your homework. But there was time. We had some bonding, and you know, we talked about stuff, and I'm getting in there, and I feel good about it. I feel good about my relationship with my daughter. glad that I had to get super worried about it because I came up with a game plan and put it into effect, and I can already see that it's paying off. Yeah, me. Also, I'm going to rent a Lamborghini because I'm pretty sure the world's going to explode, and I don't have time to buy a Lamborghini. At this point, it's kind of stupid. So I'm just going to rent one, which is also equally stupid. But
I don't agree.
I know, but you don't agree because you know me. I was just going to make my excuse as to why some people would say that was fucking ridiculous. But to me, I'm going to drive it all day, all night. I probably won't sleep. And then that'll be it. You know, like if it ends, I'm glad that it costs, because it's too much money. But never has Jason Ellis ever had enough money to rent a Lamborghini. And it's not someone else renting it either. It's me. I'm renting it. I'm taking the bite on this, and and that'll do for now. All the other things in my life I can get to. That one's just going to be done.
That's why I think it wasn't that irresponsible. You can really scratch that itch, and it's not. It'd be one thing if you lived like in Calabasas or something, but living up in the hills and then driving to here every day, Lamborghini's not worth it.
Well, it's not. It's just so much money, and I'm doing really well. But to have I don't want a shit Lamborghini. I want a really good Lamborghini. That's just who I am. I'm a fucking idiot. I know there's the faster ones out there, so I want it. It's not right, and it's probably never actually feasible for me to own that car. And maybe, who knows?
I think
I told you before the show. There's a certain amount of work that it takes to own a $500,000 car.
Yeah. That
I don't know if I'm interested in, because I don't know if I want to be Andy Cohen.
Right.
I mean, or
Seacrest or something.
Yeah, I don't. I think I like what I am here, and I'm very, very fortunate. I only have to say a little bit of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like minimal things that come out of my mouth are pushed on me. Minimal. Like, I don't know anybody, even podcasters, that have that much of a control of their show. I can't believe Sirius let me do it. I'd say whatever the fuck I want. No one's ever said easy on the, whatever it is that I did.
I think if you had exactly the career and money that you have now and were a bachelor with no kids,
oh, no.
then I
could have one. Yeah,
like, just buy it, because take all your savings and throw it out the window.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
That's the way I always think about it, because I'm like, yes, I could afford A, B, or C, but how much of a fucking middle finger is that to my wife and kids? Because I'd have no money left,
Yeah, and that was how. Because my therapist said, you could just get an older one with a lot of miles on it. And I'm like, could I? Don't tell me that. Because now I'm like, okay, it's within reach. Let's just get it over and done with now. And then I'm like, no, it's not. You got out all this trouble, and now you're on top. You get a house. That's what you do. And I hate telling everybody everything about my life, but I don't own one. And that's not. You don't buy a Lamborghini if you don't own a house.
Yeah.
So, maybe, like I said, maybe down the line, I just keep.
I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's just not. It's
right.
Not incredibly
I think
smart.
a lot of people here do.
Fuck
But you never realize. That blows my. Until you just said that, I don't think I thought anybody would really do that.
Oh,
but
I'm sure.
I know you probably
a tremendous amount of people do.
I know, right? Well, fuck that. I can't do that. So. I'm gonna do it, and I'm trying to plan what I can do in 24 hours. And I called Nikki and Lee, and I was like, "Can you guys take photos and hang out with me on it?" And they're like, "We're going somewhere on Monday." And I'm like, "Fuck!" So that, because that was on the piece, I was like, if I get all those girls, they can take photos around and stuff, and I can take them for drives. That'll be cool. But all I know now is I'm gonna go to Malibu because I know that I can go down to PCH. That's my only plan. And then I got to figure out somebody to take photos, but. It's going to be somebody that I like to be around. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just take photos with my phone. I dropped my phone this morning, so it's completely shattered, so I might have to get one of those too. But it's a pretty good day, because the sinkhole hasn't got me yet, and the volcano hasn't landed on me yet. And if I could stay alive till Monday, then I would have successfully done everything I ever said I was going to do.
That'd be a real pisser if the world ended like Sunday.
Son of a bitch, because I thought about getting it on Sunday, but I'm going to a cat baby shower.
Oh, goodness.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
It's a feline
It's a baby shower for a cat that's going to have kittens. That this cat that is a bald cat that is a bald midget cat.
Mm-hmm.
He has midget arms and he's bald. He fucked his roomie, the other bald cat that has normal sized legs.
Oh.
And somehow, because I didn't think that would be possible, but he totally came in there and they're going to have babies. And some might be midgets, some might be, I don't know, some might have no legs.
Congratulations.
It's going to be a basket of
couple.
Right. So they're gonna have a baby shower, and all the girls are going to the baby shower, and you know, I really love animals and girls, so I'm gonna go to the baby shower, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I saw that there's kitty balloons and treats and cupcakes and stuff, so I'm kind of, you know, I'm a fan. So that's my Sunday. I got a very busy schedule. I'm going on a date tonight with a girl and Katie.
Nice.
Right?
Oh,
I know.
that's where the jealousy comes in. Now I'm just sitting here going, "Oh, son of a gun."
It might not. Nothing. I like that I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
She's
that's
really,
exciting.
really pretty. And
That's
she's
exciting.
Yeah. But then tomorrow, I am going on the red carpet with Lee Raven, and Nikki's going with Katie because I'm going to the Alt Porn Awards. I think it's called.
Okay.
Very busy schedule, Mike Catherwood. I'm pretty
Sounds like
fucking
it.
pumped right now. I wish I wasn't so fat, but I am jacked.
You are.
Or Matt Vincent, is it? Yeah, Matt Vincent has told me I got to like do these reps in. I know I ain't got time to go anywhere lately. I got a lot of other stuff to do. But every morning and every night, I got these 10-pound weights and 20-pound weights, and I got a on it shield, and I just stand in the jacuzzi and fucking just jack my arms, just over and over again. He's just like, just keep going. He's like, you can do 200, but I can't count to 200. I got other things going on in my head. So I just think of shit that I've got to do for the day while I'm just getting jacked.
You could do 200. It's just got to be throughout the entire day.
Yeah. He said, he's like, do as many as you can. Then if you can't lift anymore, take a break. Then, you know, get back into it. So I'm trying to get a permanent swole on my baby shoulders and my biceps and my titties. Because I don't have titties. And I can already tell it's probably gone down. But this morning I was I've got potential to be fucking jacked.
Oh, you definitely.
We're going to be jacked together. I'm going to go with you to Venice because Katie wants to go. She wants to. She was talking about Arnold coming on her face this morning.
Yes.
She said, "Come on, Arnold, come on my face."
I often have the same conversation.
And I was like, "Wow, you're going to say that to him?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Man, I mean, might have his heart's pretty tough right now." She's like, "He'll fucking like it.
He'll take her up on it."
I mean, he can come on her. It's not my face. It's her face. It's her life.
I would be surprised if he wasn't like, okay.
He'd be crazy not to.
Let's go.
As a guy that's come on her face, I recommend it. I mean, if she's, you know.
As pretty as Katie is, and as much as we know about Arnold and his love of the ladies.
Yeah, he does love them.
He's going to be like, are you serious? That's great. Okay.
Yeah. And off they go.
I'll be coming.
Yeah, I'll be like, whatever, I'll see you later. You can stay there if you want. I get that. That's the biggest one ever. That's the number one guy.
Who's yours?
I don't really. I mean, to fuck somebody, I guess. MMA girls come up on my list straight away.
Actual fighters or ring girls?
No, actually, fuck that. Yeah, fighters, dude. Yeah, like who would I? I mean, Ronda's really mean, so that kind of fell off.
Misha's pretty strong.
I don't like Misha.
You don't?
I mean, I know her, and she's not. She's not the kind of girl that I'm into. If she wasn't an MMA fighter, she's definitely not the girl I'm into. I'm more of a who would I mean Holly Holm is gnarly.
Yeah.
Even though she's not my type, I don't care. But like
from the neck down,
Megan Anderson, big bitches, you know, like I would want to fuck Cyborg.
I'd do it, but I
don't want to date anybody here.
I'd be intimidated by having sex with Cyborg.
I don't like Gabby
Garcia.
Hey, put that. You see that she got a fight this weekend? Fucking giant ass cheat.
Well, she's
Put her on blast.
For once, she's not fighting.
Oh yeah, this person's a real fighter.
An old lady that's 140 pounds.
Right,
less than
but
her.
yeah, but she's still how much? This girl still weighs like 80 pounds less.
She's smaller, but
does she have
it's closer to her size.
But has she? Do you know her background? Like, yes, she's not a 70-year-old Chinese lady, but can she fight?
When I saw the weigh-ins, I was just very happy to see that the girl was like 30, not 100.
Well, what's her record, Andrew? Has she won a fight? Has she had a fight? You mean, did they just pick her up at McDonald's and say she has to fight this girl for 10 grand? Because she looked like she was...
Speaking of MMA girls I want to fuck, Valentina Shevchenko's fighting this week. No, but not Valentina Shevchenko. God, the Bellator Russian girl. She is so hot.
What Bellator Russian girl?
Oh,
yeah. No, I know. Yeah, see, that's who... Yeah, that's who I want to fuck. There you go. Yeah.
Anastasia Yankova.
Yeah, I want to fuck her.
I would break her off.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there you go. Kate Jackson, not so much. But hey, Kate's got 9 wins, and look, I'll tell you, when
Luke Rockhold would be like 7th on my list.
He's so mindless. I need to fuck somebody.
But he's a dime piece.
He is such a cardboard cutout. He's nothing to me. He's materialist. He's no.
He's like a McDonald's Happy Meal.
I don't know. I feel like anybody that's gone out with him if they were listening right now, they'd be like, "Oh my god, how does he fucking know that without fucking him?" Because I know.
Yeah, look at this, Anastasia Yankova.
Yeah, but Anastasia's she overposes too much. She does a lot of like.
She's Russian. Yeah, that's part of her game, man.
Nah, she does a lot of like, I'm super hot face. I don't. She seems like a cunt.
Oh, probably, but
right. Well, I don't want to fuck cunts. It's Friday, man. If you don't like it, you can change the channel. You know. It'll be a fucking replay of a replay on after this.
I'm scared to say it because I don't want Pat Barry to head kick me to death, but Rose would probably be somewhere on that list.
I'm super into Rose, but yeah, that's weird because I would not want to disrespect Pat Barry at all.
Great American.
Yeah, and she's not my type. She's super cute and pretty and super awesome at fighting, but I'm more of a I'd rather fuck your Chechik because that's just because I can tell she's like a little bit more.
I don't think Claudia Godet...
A little bit more of an animal.
Oh, there's an animal to her.
I saw her, she sat there and she looked at me and did some weird thing where she made me lose time for a second. And it threw me off. And I was like, did you just fucking curse me? I think I said something. I'm not sure if...
Valentina Shevchenko?
No, Joanna Jovchechik.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I'm talking about.
She's
got this weird little belly thing.
Yeah.
And she's got a witchy face. It's super evil.
I'm
into it.
She has a stare that lets you know she means business.
Yeah,
there is a thing about her.
Yeah, like street tough.
Yeah,
and I want her to look like that at me and fuck me. I want to get street fucked. Man, this is a tough show. Is Will here?
That's already been like 5 buttons.
So I mean, come on, Will. It's the Jason Ellis show.
Let's fuck Will.
I'm into. You know what? There's a girl. The girl that I was thinking about for Kevin is into older men.
Yeah, but maybe she hasn't met Kevin yet.
Well, she knows who both of them are. Mm-hmm. She didn't say it wasn't. She doesn't know. She doesn't know about either one of them being interested yet. Somebody just told me that the person that we're talking about is only into older men. Like
how much older?
Like us. Sorry, not you. Sorry to do that to you, Mike. Me.
I'm 30. I'm going to be 40. Mere months.
I'm going to be 50. I wonder if I make it. I got to do 54 and then I win again. That's our last achievement.
Why 54?
My dad died at 53 and I just feel like, I got to beat him.
Sure.
So, I was actually thinking about pedaling up that hill that he died on my 53rd birthday. Just to fucking... You know what I mean?
I can understand that.
Because I'm a hard cunt. Pretty harsh show, right?
You should run up it.
Tough show today.
You'll be plant-based for 10 years by then. You can just run up that hill.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I'll be stem-celled. I'm going to be huge jacked, man, because I'll be doing I would have been doing arm curls in the jacuzzi for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'll be fucking gigantic. I don't have no neck. Wait, that's a bad shape to go up that hill.
Yeah,
I got a slender.
no,
yeah. There's no Hugh Jackman that's ever pedaled up that. Australian people that do Tour de France, that's the hill they practice on.
Oh, then that's intense.
Yeah. It's like that for long periods of time.
There's a whole different level.
My father was a fucking idiot for trying to do that. Like, Will, guaranteed, would die of a heart attack if he tried to do it. Kevin Kraft would die of a heart attack if he tried to do it.
Dude, I'd die.
No, you would not.
Yeah, I would.
No, you're a dude. You're a guy that goes to the gym all the time. My father never
that.
went to the gym.
But I'm a different type of fitness. That's a prolonged endurance that I would, you know.
Okay, I guess he stopped a couple of times.
Right.
It wasn't like he was timed or anything. Like when he gassed out, he would stop for a second. I guess he kept trying until he obviously his heart would not come back down. He couldn't get his heart rate to go back down, and he had a heart attack.
Damn.
But it was at the top.
But from what, just even the small amount of stories I've heard about your father on the show, not a guy who took tremendously good care of himself.
It's weird because he wasn't a big fat man or anything, and he didn't smoke cigarettes, but he drank every day of his life, and he had like a little bit of a it was weird. He was kind of like he's pretty buff.
He's like dad buff?
Yeah, he just didn't work out, but he was like kind of like me, man. He kind of looked like me now, which is scary. But I'm probably like a little bit more fit than him. But still, I'm actually bigger than him. I'm bigger than him. But he was like a little less. He never did an arm curl with a weight. I mean, he rode dirt bikes all the time, so he had like cardio from that. But I think it's just the organs failing and not going to the doctor and asking anybody about anything. Because I think I would have done that. My heart didn't work, and I went and saw somebody.
You get tricked. If you look good on the outside, you get tricked into believing things are working really well on the inside. And that's not always the case.
He did have some heart problems, though. Apparently, I found out after he died that he'd gone to the doctor about a couple of things. So, he might have had what I had and just didn't... They didn't have what they have today. They can't give you a... what did I get? Who cares? I got something. They burned my heart, and they put fucking cameras up my groin into my heart. Pretty sure they couldn't do that.
Not in 1984 Australia.
Right. Yeah. Oh mate, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Yeah. So I think I can, with all the people I know here, thanks to the people that listen to this radio show and support it. I know people. And people have given me the time of day, and they've given me like encouragement to give me like more belief in myself, to give me an opportunity to make my brain grow to the point where I'm almost not a moron. It's like the more confidence I get, the more I'm like interested in trying to learn more stuff. The more I talk to smarter people and think, wow, I really have grown a lot. And I've got a lot more to do. But it's funny how I just sort of have my opinion of myself that's not, I wouldn't say that's always been the case.
Yeah.
So, and I still feel like that more these days because I think I catch it. My brain's turned on enough now to catch when somebody is of higher level intelligence, and I'm like, I gotta watch what I say, or they're like, oh, uneducated guy over here. And I can see it switch off, like people switch off. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but
I don't use my words.
In like the 4 or 5 years that I've known you, you've changed dramatically for the positive. When I first met you, everything was intimidating to you. Every person who was a professional at any level, you were like, nah, they're not going to want to talk to me. I can't go hang with that person. I can't talk to that person. That person's too professional. That person's too smart. That person. And now I don't think you're anywhere near as bad as you were.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, I guess I will give it a go now. Yeah, still fucking paranoid as shit though, huh?
I do that all the time. I don't get intimidated by people's level of celebrity. I never have been the guy who, if some big name celebrity's gonna give me the chance to interview them, I never got too fearful about it. But if I'm talking to someone who I know is just aggressively smart, I always get freaked out.
Yeah.
I immediately start thinking, as soon as I start talking, man, this person thinks I'm an idiot.
I know, right? That's such a terrible thing to start off with.
I know, but
we both just admitted that we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hear it ring in there. I felt like that yesterday. I felt like talking to Andy Cohen. I was like, I don't know anybody gay that hangs out that knows me. I don't. You know, I mean, I don't have really that many friends. I don't have gay friends.
Right.
So hearing him on the Stern Show saying that it was cool to hear me was like a really cool compliment. And then I was talking to him about it. I thought, you know, we could hang out, and then I could sense that it's not. It wouldn't. Not. I'm not. No, that would not work out. Maybe for a little bit, but in the end, somebody would get weird about it.
You have to understand, though, with a guy like Andy Cohen, you have, in other directions, you have just as much knowledge as he does, if not more. You know, he's been living in the world of television and television studios and television exec guy for 25 years. That limits him in a way that you're not limited. You have so much more knowledge in when it comes to MMA and motocross.
Oh, okay.
And
I was
fitness,
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And,
okay.
And divorce.
I don't know. Now he's pretty fit.
And well, what about having a divorce with kids and dealing with that struggle?
Yeah.
That gives you a certain acumen to like just being a human that he's never had to experience.
Right.
You know,
Definitely makes you tougher.
fuck yeah. I can't even. I had a divorce without kids, and it was miserable.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you added that extra factor, man. I can't fucking imagine.
Yeah. It's an absolute kick in the dick. But it can work out. You know? It can work out if you're smart, concerned. You know what? I shouldn't say smart. If you're concerned.
Yeah. You have to
Just be really, really concerned, because I feel like myself and my ex have made numerous mistakes in our lives, just like everybody else. And when it comes to relationships and parenting, sure, same thing applies. But we fucking care, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we really care. No matter what happens to her, no matter how I feel about her, or she feels about me, or whatever could possibly happen with us doing something bad to each other, the kids come first forever.
Right.
Always. And they know that. Everybody knows that. Their grandparents, everybody knows. No matter what, I'm here for them.
And your ex, you're confident that your ex puts the kids first, and she is confident that you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as I said, people make mistakes. Like, you know what I mean? When you're a parent, when you're a single parent, and you're trying to date somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I got in early with Katie, so it was, you know what I mean? The kids made that adjustment a long time ago, but Andrea has to make it a little later because it took a while for her, but it's hard, man. And I don't know what it's different dynamics. I don't live with her, but you know, you can't just be like non-attentive to your new boyfriend, and the kids have got to make that adjustment.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You can't lie and pretend you don't like them. So it's heartbreaking to watch your kid think you might like somebody else, or to think you maybe not right there at the time, but realize later on that maybe they saw you looking at it like, whoa, daddy loves somebody else, or whoa, mommy loves somebody else. What's that doing in their brain? You know what I mean? What sort of fireworks did that set off? Is their fragile little brain okay? You know, you get,
especially your daughter at her age, like it's got to be really difficult to play that game. You know, to balance it.
I do want to send a shout out to FedEx guy. I took my daughter to lunch after school at some fancy ass restaurant, and then I walked across the street to go buy some clothes for her at some fancy ass clothing store that I know that Katie goes to. So that made me know that. I mean, when I went in there, I was like, "This place is cool," and she was like, "Oh, it is." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I know." I don't fucking know. I fucking follow Katie. So, but right when I was walking there, FedEx dude at the light was like, Jason Ellis! Yeah! My daughter's like, ooh, Jason Ellis. And I'm like, oh, you don't like that? She's like, yeah, it's... Then she's like, about half an hour later, she started fucking with me about it. But I could tell, you'd let it seep through the cracks. It was cool.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
She was like, you're cool. You know, and I'm like, oh. You can hide it as much as you want, but I saw that. You were like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, she goes, so does that just happen to you all the time now? And I'm like, I don't know about all the time. And she's like, so you're like famous.
Dude, it's just,
like,
it's just, even if it's not even
but her face
fame,
was pretty funny.
Even if it's not even fame, just knowing your dad does stuff of power. Like he has, that's a power.
I own FedEx.
Well, no, just think like a random stranger.
I know, right?
On his day to say, I like your
He was
show.
very happy,
that's
too.
That's a powerful
If you're
move,
listening, dude,
man.
thank you. That was very cool.
I remember just my
Checks
dad,
in the mail.
My dad has no level of fame. He was an accountant, but one time when I was a little boy, we saw a guy who worked underneath my dad at the Dodger game, and just seeing like this guy totally like put his tail between his legs and get punked because his boss was. I was like, oh, like it's cool. My dad has employees. It's awesome. You know.
I bring the kids into the office and I'll tell Andrew what to do.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Big man, tell the big man, and you gotta like get nervous when I walk in the room, right, Andrew? I don't know about that one.
See, I don't think my daughter. She's only 4, but it doesn't happen very often with me. But with my wife, people will. We were at Disneyland and a couple families like, oh, could we take a picture with you? We love rules of engagement, blah blah blah. And like my daughter, I don't think she liked it. She's like, why is mommy sharing affection?
Yeah, because she's
random
4
people.
Yeah. Okay. No, because I saw that years ago at a Supercross.
Yeah.
Where I think it was right after Ridiculousness. That was probably the most successful year of my life because Ridiculousness is so big, and people just kept recognizing me everywhere and asking me for photos at Supercross and it was just me and my kids, and that was the first time I ever had to let go of my kid's hand,
right?
And she was like, "What?" And I'm like, and they're like, "I'm like, is it okay?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then she's standing there looking at me with these people getting super giddy and not paying attention to her. Right. And I could tell because the whole time the photo was being taken, all I'm thinking about is her. Like, because I am as awkward as fuck. I'm like, just looking at her going, I don't know what I'm doing to you right now. Is this, do you know what I mean? Like, should I can't tell this dude to fuck off. You know what I mean? Right. But I can't. You know what I mean? I'm like, Devin. This is like a weird thing where people recognize you on TV and they just shrug off children and to get a photo at all because it was like a couple and they couldn't even see her.
Yeah.
And I could. She was just standing there like, whoa, why adults act like that?
Yeah, it's got to be so surreal. I mean, it's kind of like, on a much more primal level. It's kind of like you ever walking dogs and then you pet another one. And your dogs are like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
I never noticed that. I guess I'm not a trader. I don't go over and pat other people's dogs if I've got my dogs.
I try not to, but I remember a couple times, I used to have, God rest his soul, but I used to have a pit bull mix.
Yeah.
And I was walking him, and there was another fluffy dog. It was leashed up, but his owner was inside somewhere. And it was a nice little fluffy dog, and I reached over. And I was like, oh, little thing. And I could see his lip go up. And I was like, oh, wait, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
I didn't mean to.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they don't know.
Yeah. And the little kids are not far off. They just, so much is so confusing.
Yeah. But I think with time that, only with a couple. And then with the conversation, I think it was kind of a good conversation. Because to talk about famous people and how they're really just people. I'm like, that. She's like, you're famous. I'm not famous. You know what I mean? Like, famous is like Tom Cruise or something. So that person thinks I'm famous.
Yeah.
Which proves to you, because what am I, Devin? You know what I mean? I'm just daddy. You know that. Kind of suck, actually. So then when you see, whoever you think is great, Jake Paul, who is no longer cool, by the way. I got that broken down.
Nice.
Jake Paul and Ron Paul, whatever the fuck.
Logan.
Yeah,
right?
fuck them. But they have Team 10 or whatever, and Team 10 split and started their own shit, and now the kids don't like Logan and Jake, but they like these other people that split from their thing. And I was like, so they made their fame from those two, and they're split and talk and smack on those two. And she's like, well, they made their own stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but they made their own stuff from Jake and Logan.
Right.
And now they're shitting on Jake and Logan. You think that's right? She's like, well, the thing is Jake broke up with Logan. She cheated. He cheated on her, and he put hands on her. And I'm like, man, they so now there's like YouTube videos. They tell kids about the drama in their nightclub lives. About one slept with another one, and the other one slept with another one, and another one pushed somebody, and then another one was assaulted. Like, that's why you're watching the YouTubers now. They're all dating each other and fucking each other over and arguing with each other and showing videotapes of assaults and non-assaults and fake robberies. And
so it's like Us Weekly.
It's a soap opera
was
on YouTube
for people 10 years ago. Like, you would read it and be like, this guy dumped Gwyneth Paltrow. Now he's dating Scarlett Johansson, and she's bitter. And That's so weird.
It's genius. I mean, do you think really that those people are actually split up in any way? Do you think that Team 10 and Jake Paul doesn't own every single bit of it, and there isn't one dude that was like, you have fucked up royally with the dead body thing, and so fucked up with the racist paying somebody for rap. You guys need to split and start branching out. Somebody else needs to shine, but this whole thing needs to keep cranking. And that's let's do. You touched her. You did this. Like I think they're actually working now. I feel like they work very hard. Because I did lunch and I was like, wow, that was layers.
Yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones, but like nothing fun happens. There's a lot of layers though.
No beheadings.
Yeah, nothing, no cool shit. Just
no incest or beheadings.
But it's very entertaining to them. I mean, she's very entertaining.
Do you ever try to influence what your kids are into?
I've always done that.
Yeah.
I'm very influential. I don't think you've noticed.
Oh, quite.
No, I'm annoying, so I have to stay out of it. Because I've done my part, and now if I do it anymore, you'll go opposite. I can tell. I don't want to play too much metal. I don't want to turn it up too much. It's not what they're Tiger's into it, but it's not. I don't want to force it on anybody. If you don't want to ride moto, don't. If you don't want to fight, you don't have to. I don't want to talk about it all the time. I don't put it on TV all the time.
Right.
Whatever you want to do. Every now and then I'll just give some advice on. Most people when they do it this way, end up this way.
I never thought I would want to. I always figured, my daughter's going to be into shitty boy bands, or she's going to like some rapper that sucks. But then, as like the Cash Me Outside girl and Tekashi 6ix9ine became popular, I started to worry. Well, I'm definitely going to have to step in.
I don't think you have to worry.
Yeah.
I think you're a rational man and I know your wife, she's a rational lady, and so your kid's going to be rational. Like I'm a crazy person. Look at what I look like.
Right.
But I still have a giant chunk of intelligence and I can be very rational at times, especially when I'm a parent. And my kids see through that shit. My kids don't. They're like the only one that they know, and I can tell Devin knows. Jake Paul's a yo-yo, and she knows it. And she hates that I know it, and she hates I know that she knows it.
Right.
Because it's fun. God damn it, I was having fun. Stop blowing it out. Stop fucking it for me. But the other guys, if you do anything bad or mean, you're aced from her team. She's not into anybody who brags about fucking anybody or brags about doing a lot of stuff or being super mean to people. You get cut. Because I heard it yesterday. Jake Paul's in big trouble, man. He did some mean stuff.
That's the good thing about the youth today. We talk about snowflakes and social justice warriors and shit. And a lot of that's true. Like, kids do get offended way too easily. But I do think kids are way more sensitive and more appreciative of other people's feelings.
Yeah.
Way more. Because what you just said, they don't like anybody who talks shit or brags about fucking people.
She thinks Tekashi 6ix9ine is a hilarious petard.
When I was 14, all I liked was people who talked down on people and bragged about fucking other people.
Right. I don't want to. I feel like if you don't have a parental person in your life that shows that they care and is giving you direction, then you're gonna relate to that person, and that's what is in the kids that are famous right now didn't have any parental supervision. They're little shits. So if you're a little shit and you see a connection, you relate. My kid doesn't relate to that kid because my kid's like, what? She's from a doctor show where she said she'd fight somebody? I don't care about that. That doesn't mean anything to me.
No.
And then the other guy, the guy's got 6ix9ine tattooed on his head because his name's 6ix9ine? He's an idiot. And then she watches a video and goes, she won't get through it. She gets to like a half and she goes, oh, what? I mean, I gotta go.
That's good, man.
Yeah, the only ones I know is, but they know it. There's like the catchy, whatever Andrew's favorite club song is, Devin knows it. And she knows it sucks, but she likes it because her friends like it. But if she would, I've heard her phone do something before, and I go like it's done a vibrate thing where I'm like, it's hold up, shake it up, or whatever the fucking stupid you fucking clown sheep that follow each other, whatever that song is. it toned for 1 second, and I was in the car and I just went, and she was so embarrassed because she knows that I know that she's basic. Yeah. But you're a fucking 13-year-old girl. You're allowed to be basic. Yeah. But even and that's what I'm saying, where I'm not trying to be influential because I feel like I've already done too much damage. Like she knows that for the rest of her life, no matter what, if I die, she'll have. What is it about that thing? Oh, it's cheesy,
right?
And you can still enjoy it. I enjoy cheese from time to time. I just know it's cheesy. It's harder to live with when you have a cheese radar like I do. It's very difficult to enjoy yourself.
No, but you can enjoy
because you're full of shit.
You can enjoy it, even, but I do think it's important that she's able at such a young age to identify that it does suck.
Oh, her fucking bullshit meter is on point. So's Tiger's.
Yeah,
I told you about the girl on the racetrack trying to talk to him, and he said he called stranger danger on her.
Nice
in front of everybody, like some chick drunk, like an older lady talking to him because she knew who his dad was.
Yeah, but
and he started yelling strange.
Kids have a weird instinct for drunk people. Like, dude, it freaks them out.
Jasper said to him, "Why would you talk to a 9-year-old if you're intoxicated?"
Yeah.
She didn't really have much to say there.
It's like dogs and earthquakes. Like there's something about it.
Oh, dude, I don't know if it's an earthquake or not. I'm not sure. Break this down for me. Help me. My truck is parked in my driveway, and I park it up against my trailer that's up against my roof. It's going down the hill, and then I park it back up, and then a couple of days later, it's down my driveway again. Does that mean my car is going to eventually snap and go down the hill?
I would say so.
Really?
Yes.
So
I'm not a mechanic. I'm actually very shitty at it. I have to have people work on my bikes and cars, regardless of
I got a mechanic listening to the show right now. Yeah. I got a Mike from No Limit. Oh, he's talking to me about Lamborghinis. But
yeah, I'm sure you have really sharp mechanics that listen to the show. A lot of them. So
yeah. So if anybody thinks that my truck might just roll because I live on a really steep hill, if it's about to break off down the driveway, excuse me, down the hill, give us a call. I should tell Katie to maybe. Oh, she can't even drive. Ah, fuck it. Don't call. I don't need to worry about it. I got a couple of hours here. It'll be alright. I mean, it's been holding for a week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's the transmission's going today.
You better, I swear to God, are you about to put the fear in me?
No. I'm just saying
you look like you're about to put the fear in me.
You asked me a question.
Yeah, and
I do think I
don't always need the answer.
Problematic if your car in park is moving.
I thought it was maybe a ghost. Because if it's going to move, why doesn't it just move on down, break on down to the other side? Sorry, so it was in there already. I couldn't get it out. I got to just say it. Maybe I can move on like Cartman.
I saw a guy. I kind of was disappointed because I got a little bit intimidated by a rather what could have been a violent situation.
When?
Yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I'm driving home and I see this homeless couple, and this guy's screaming at the woman. I mean, top of his lungs. There's no way you can avoid it.
Yeah.
So I turn and I look, and I'm like, oh man, this doesn't look like a good situation.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he just boom front kicks her to the ground.
No.
Right. So I pull through the red light and put it in park. And I get out and I'm like, hey man. And he's like, what the fuck? What do you want, pussy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. So like, it didn't play out like the action movie in my mind.
Oh, you thought he would back down?
No, I just thought I didn't think it through. I reacted because I saw this guy front kick a chick to the ground, and she fucked her up. She's lying on the ground going,
oh my God!
I know. So it was in the back of a Whole Foods in Venice, right there on Lincoln. And
yeah, so, I know that park. Yeah.
The guy who does like shipping and receiving there saw it too, and he runs over.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm calling the cops, man. You better not move. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. What the fuck? What the fuck? You got a problem? And he starts stepping to that guy.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking in my head, like,
I'm
gonna have to
kick him in the head.
I'm gonna fight this guy.
Fuck yeah. Right. Kick him in the head.
So I said, you're not going anywhere.
Fuck yeah.
Until the cops get here.
Yeah.
And
what shoes did you have on?
I had stretchy pants and tennis shoes. So I'm like,
boom!
I'm gonna head kick this
guy.
I'm gonna head kick him.
Yeah.
and the girl's moaning on the ground. So I turned to look at her.
God.
And this guy's talking super shit, so I'm thinking he's definitely ready to go. So I turned and I look at her. I was like, "Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay?" And she's just moaning and like incoherently.
Oh my God.
I turned back around like after 1 second, and he's sprinting like the opposite direction. But I thought to myself, like, "You're not
That's for the better.
the Jason Statham that you thought you were," because I was definitely like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to." I wasn't super ballsy confident about the fact that I had to possibly head kick.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That's a very mean. I almost don't give you a hall pass for that if you're like, oh hell yeah, free kick to the face. Fucking what a perfect way to end my afternoon. No, I get to kick this shithead.
That's not what I meant.
You were nervous and you didn't want to do it.
Right.
That's the way you should be.
Okay.
Fuck, man, you're a dick if you're like, fuck yeah. What's
that,
man? What's that? Yeah. Fuck you. How about that?
I didn't be pumped about hurting someone.
I know, but you know those people.
But
it's one or the other, man.
I wanted to at least be like the John Wayne movie where I was like, hey, now's the time. I'm going to have to stand up for this young lady's honor.
Yeah.
And in reality, I was like, gee, I really hope this guy doesn't run towards me because, A, he had no teeth and was that guy.
Yeah.
I don't really want to touch him, let alone grapple with him potentially. But I don't know. It ended fine.
Good.
Because she got medical attention and who knows what happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, if only more people were like you, Catherwood, it would be a safe place. You think I'm calling you a pussy, don't you? Because you're a little bit worried about it?
No,
you should be worried about it.
I just don't know.
You should be doing everything at all costs to not fight that guy.
I guess. Okay. All right.
That's what we're supposed to be doing, dude.
Yes.
I know you go to the gym, but that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Not fight the guy. You know what I mean? If he ran over to hit her again, you got to fucking kill that
Yeah,
dude.
you got to go for it.
But if he's not hitting her anymore, take some insults, man. Like, what are we doing here? We're not animals, you know? We're better than that. Some people are not better than that, but you're better than that, and you need to keep upholding that for the rest of us that are better than that.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad
that's what we did.
You feel that way.
We upheld, but yeah, we're bad, dude. I would. You feel bad. I have done something before. If you feel bad, even when it's completely wrong.
Yeah. Well, I bet you there's a lot of people, like you were saying, I bet you there's a lot of people who don't. I bet you there's a lot of people who are just so pumped that they fucked someone up. I go home just giddy.
I thought I killed somebody once. Freaked me the fuck out for the longest time.
I bet.
Yeah, I told Katie once when I was drunk. I think I've told this. I'm not sure. Well, I was on the train and there was a drunk guy that was saying some stuff to this lady, and I think she was pregnant. I can't remember, but
was it Morgan Freeman?
Yes, it was Morgan Freeman, and he was pregnant. Wait, no.
Well, that's
the guy, right?
One of the claims that came out yesterday was that he was saying horribly sexual stuff to a pregnant woman. So it all comes back around.
Well, you know what? You can say that, just like they said that George Takei did some stuff, and now it turns out maybe he didn't do that stuff.
Well, yeah, but
so people can say stuff. Well, let's wait until he's proven guilty.
Jason, 16 women have come forward against Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
yeah. I listen. I agree. I agree with you completely. If one person's going to sprack off, like the George Takei is a perfect example.
Did he really?
It seems like it.
He's supposed to be wise and shit. You let me down.
80-year-old repeatedly tried to lift her skirt and asked if she was wearing underwear.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
And it seems pretty legit because one of the claims was that he was being interviewed by this entertainment reporter, and he was with his co-stars of this most recent movie he was in. One of them was Alan Arkin, and apparently Alan Arkin stepped in and said, "You got to stop that." And when they asked him for comment, he said no comment. So that to me says, because if that was totally made up, he would have been like, "No, that's crazy. That never happened."
Ryan, you're an army mechanic.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. When you park your truck, do you put on the emergency brake?
Yes.
Okay, then it's probably nothing to do with transmission or anything. It's probably just the tires slipping on the down the hill. So what you can do is just put some chalk blocks there.
Boom! Thank you, Ryan. Give this guy a t-shirt!
Nice. Thank you for your service.
Sorry, this is emergency. I don't want my car to go down the hill. And it's great radio. The kids love it when I call Katie.
Nothing better.
They always say, "Can you do more Katie calls?" On the radio, live, without her knowing.
I like the live radio call.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the radio.
Oh.
Hey, I talked to a guy that was in the army, and he is a mechanic, and he says that it's the slippery ground in the driveway, so you got to put a block under the wheel.
Oh.
Boom!
That makes sense.
Yep, MacGyver.
Block it up.
Yeah, block it up. All right, I'm gonna see you later on our romantic date and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can't wait.
Yeah, totes. Later, babe.
Bye. Bye.
Totes. There you go. Thank you to the military for saving my truck from going down the road.
Is there anything they don't do?
No. They'll cheat on, they'll fuck other soldiers' wives when they're away, too.
That sucks.
Yes, it does, but they do it. Which always baffled me. I always figured, like, soldiers' wives, unless the soldier calls me and says, "Hey, man, I need you to tap that ass."
Yeah.
You don't tap that ass. That's soldier tang.
Well, does that? I mean, is that a big problem in the military?
I mean, I don't want to Friday, but I could do an hour on it when we come back if you'd like.
That's too bad.
People will call. It is too bad, right? No, I did for a while when we were on the music channel. I remember taking so many calls. I was fucking pissed on behalf of everybody to hear, "Yeah, man, so, 2 tours or come back, fucking what?" I'm like, what? Who fucks your wife
Seriously.
when you're in Iraq? Tons of people.
I got one of the only times I ever really recall getting really mad at a caller on Loveline was a guy who wasn't in the military. He was just fucking some chick whose husband was in Afghanistan.
Yeah, they do
And I'm
that.
like, what's wrong? There's so many women.
Yeah,
How
I know.
the fuck dare you?
Have some respect for your country.
Right. And I can't. Maybe it's different. I don't know. You
No.
are not military guys. Maybe there's some.
No, it's not. No, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought it was bad too.
Okay.
All right, we've got a lot of stuff to get to. Not that I give a fuck. Whew, harsh 50 minutes, Jason. Get some chamomile tea or something.
Some real talk right there.
It's fucking real talk. A real fucking idiot. Bellator's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, Bellator's
Yeah,
got...
but so is it. Thank you, dude. So is this UFC card.
I know.
It's a good one.
What about the Ryzen card? Did you find out with that chick's record?
It's not listed that she's fighting this week on, like, Sherdog. Weird.
So that means she probably had no fights. Sherdog should cover that.
But it doesn't list, like, an upcoming fight for Gabby. Because Gabby just fought May 12th.
Wait.
It's very confusing.
Oh, so wait, the face-off I saw was old?
It's weird. It makes it seem like it was from 2 weeks ago, but I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely fought 2 weeks ago. I can't imagine she'd be back in the cage, but the chick didn't look tiny or anything like that compared to her.
Yeah, I just really want to stay on her cheating life. I feel like it's just like under the radar, and then like in a couple of years now, it's gonna be like fucking 15-0.
I'm not making any
15-0,
excuses.
my
I'm not
God,
making any
like,
excuses
fuck.
for her fighting 7-year-olds. But you have to understand, it's probably impossible to find girls her size.
Well, then find somebody that can fight.
Yeah.
Dude, anybody that can fight would fucking smoke her.
Dude, she's 240 pounds weighing in. That means she's fighting like 260. She's huge.
Ooh.
She's
Give
huge.
her Beck Rollins. She's a useless prick.
I mean, I'd like to see her fight like a really skilled striker.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
Yeah, just and even like some Bellator, like a fucking winning MMA fighter,
Yeah.
like someone that's won like 5 fights.
Yeah.
Was it Veronica Futina? She fought.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so this was 2 weekends ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago was the fight. Gabby won by submission. Rear naked choke in the first round.
God damn it. What's the next segment?
We have a live read. If you want to run through the UFC and Bellator card, then we have, is Kevin a hype man?
Yeah, he is.
Well,
Listen to me.
that'll be for you to decide.
I want you to know something. Your lesbian rap was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Not on this show. It was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
That's good. I was really trying to pull from the depths of my mind there.
The depths of your mind.
So that's the secret.
Right.
You gotta pull the depths of your mind.
Deep in there. I also cut potential straps, Jason.
Okay.
So we have that.
You definitely have a niche, Andrew, that could never be filled by another person.
Thank you? Or sorry? Or what?
Oh, it's great.
So how to use this phone now.
You know what Memorial Day is, right? Nick?
What do you mean?
It's when we remember people who have lost their lives at war. Because people get it mixed up with Veterans Day, which is recognizing everyone who's in the military. And that's you know why we're all.
Uh, 2.5 minutes. So coming out live read, UFC Bellator, strap match, Kevin the Rat Ring thing.
I'm sick of waiting. Goddamn there myself. Get some calamari, if you know what I'm saying. I'm fucking
Do you want to do the spot by yourself, Jason?
Why?
I don't know, because you wanted to last time. I just thought you might want to mix it up a bit. Maybe have somebody else do mine, whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, you gotta decide.
Let's just do it. I'll do it. Great customer experience is crucial to your success. And as a business owner, you know that finding the right entertainment for your unique customers can be a headache. That's why choosing Dish makes a decision easy. Lets you get back to running your business. Dish offers reliable entertainment solutions with consistent pricing and award-winning technology. From restaurants to waiting rooms and hotels to hospitals, Dish has a solution for your business. Our award-winning technology is scalable, manageable, and affordable, and will work with you to find the perfect solution for your specific needs. Whatever your business, Dish has a package for you. Like our Flex Pack, it's very flexible, which offers 50 popular channels starting as low as $39.99 a month, with the ability to add a channel pack that appeal to your customers. Plus, when you sign up for Dish, we'll give you a 2-year price guarantee, so you won't get any surprises on your price. No surprises on your price. Stop fidgeting, Catherwood.
Sorry.
Drive repeat business. See, this is the problems with when you're a business owner. Dish, can you help me with Catherwood's fingers? Business with superior entertainment from Dish. Learn more about Dish at dish.com/business. All offers require 2-year commitment. Other restrictions apply. Yeah, man, so let's all watch fights because it's going to be a barn burner. And you have to pay for it, or is it free?
Both Bellator and UFC are free.
Woohoo! So this is going to be one of the most exciting fights of the year. This is the Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson versus Darren Till, the Gorilla. I was not aware that he was named the Gorilla, but at least he's not the Pitbull. So that is a kickboxing extraordinaire. Feet and hands will be flying, Catherwood, and hopefully no blue balls.
No.
Highly unlikely, but you never know, because they could just be like, oh, please don't kick me, and the other one's like, please don't kick me, and then they fucking butt buddy up against the cage for 20 minutes.
I figure if
Well, they do the measure thing, you know, because Stephen does the measure thing a lot. He likes to, like, wait, but Darren goes forward, right?
He does, but he has that really wide stance Muay Thai, like it's almost like a hybrid, and I think it's going to make for a really tough fight for Wonder Boy.
I think it's a tough fight for both people. I wouldn't want to fight either one of these people.
No, fuck no.
It's bad. But fun for us, and it's free. Shout out to the UFC. Hey, what's up with Platinum? He called what's his name? An M-bomb.
And is this what's his name? A black person?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, he's the welterweight UFC champion of the world.
Tyron Woodley?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. On Twitter, he was like, "Hey, M-bomb, what's up with something?"
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, is that I thought black people would take care of that.
Yeah, he's been training out at the Albuquerque.
Right, he's fucking, yeah. There's black people there.
You would think John Jones might say something.
Somebody should, well, maybe not. I don't know. Is it because he's tough that he gets to do it?
Is Mike Perry
what the fuck?
Part black?
He said he's 2% black from the, what do you call it, the piss testing. He's basically doing like that Catch Me Outside shit. Like he's doing that girl on Instagram that says I spit in the thing. So that I show up, I have black. No, you, I'm not going to do it, but you motherfucker.
Whoa, Vicky? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's the Whoa Vicky of MMA.
Vicky. He's the Whoa Vicky.
What the fuck, man? Everyone's okay with it, though, right?
Seems like it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see he has to face a black dude in the ring. If they start going back and forth.
Well, it's black on black crime, according to him.
He's
I don't
sparring with a black guy right there.
I know, and he's okay with it. So I guess it's like maybe he just tells everybody that it's a joke, or maybe he's. I don't know. What am I supposed to say or do? I wanted to know what everybody in MMA thought, or what everybody in the African American MMA community thought. But I guess maybe he's so stupid or so outrageous, whatever you want to label him as, that no one takes that serious. I just still thought he's still saying it. You know?
Right.
It's weird. It's a weird standard. You can't. One thing's bad in MMA and you get in trouble. Another thing is okay in MMA, and you don't. I don't know. You got to watch what you say. I thought you had to watch what you said on Twitter.
It may be tough because the UFC signed their ESPN deal this week, in addition to what they did a couple weeks ago. So they are moving off of Fox for Mike Perry to appear on SportsCenter later this year, promoting it. But we'll see.
Wait. Oh, he's like a part of the.
Well, they're gonna have all their fighters be on SportsCenter and different ESPN shows. I would think it's kind of difficult.
Oh, you.
A white guy dropping N-bombs be part of your promotional play.
Oh, but you don't know he's a part of it.
No.
Right, because he won't be. It's kind of. I mean, he's not that good either. I mean, it's kind of like he's very catch me outside-y. Like he's kind of big because he says stupid shit.
It's like the Connor effect.
Well, Connor's good.
The Connor's amazing, but my point is like I think that like the Colby Covingtons and the Mike Perrys of the world.
Oh yeah.
They kind of have.
Oh
to.
yeah.
They feel like they have to.
I mean that guy's saying he called Brazilians animals again.
Yeah.
He called Fabrizio a fucking animal, a filthy animal, when they found out he tested positive.
Well, in fairness, didn't Fabrizio hit him in the head with a boomerang?
Yeah, but not really. You saw that. You didn't see the video?
I kind of did.
Man,
yeah.
if you call that assault and you're in MMA, you're a bitch.
Oh, I'm not.
And he was going at you because you're attacking his country and his countrymen
Yeah.
in a racist way.
I would not. Be
And you called the cops, you're a rat and you're a racist.
If I was
Gets a title shot.
If I was fighting Rafael dos Anjos, I would not be talking any shit. Like I would be just really peaceful about it. That's an angry man who loves to hurt.
Yeah, but look, he just threw a boomerang at him. It didn't do anything. That's assault. He had to go back to Australia for that.
Made me laugh.
Right. So anyway, it just seems like a lot of people get in trouble in MMA for doing this or doing that, but there's a white guy. I don't know, man. Like I'm 3% Asian, and I don't go around calling everybody gooks and stuff, or I don't tweet, hey. I don't know who's an Asian friend of mine. Esther. Hey, gook. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? What's the deal with these fucking dim sims? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not on video talking about it. Wait, I am right now, but that's different. I'm joking. I don't think it's right to do that. If an Asian person was to say that I was racist for doing that, I would say, I'm sorry, I was just joking, and I will not do that again. Sorry. I mean, I have a co-host who's pretty much half Japanese, so.
Yeah, by osmosis, he is now.
Well, I mean, look, his wife should be able to give me a whole pass on whether I should say it or not because I'm 3%. I'll tell you what the fucking answer is. I'm not asking her. It's no.
Right.
Don't say it. And you know what I mean? You're not black. And it's not even about what's in your blood. It's about your. Don't do it. Just don't. I don't know. You're poking. I'm confused. I'm confused as to how it's filthy Brazilians get the title shot and hey Tyrone, my N-bomb. You know what I mean? Like what's? Come on, dude. What's Tyrone? I mean, is he on TMZ saying? I mean, did he tweet back to this guy or is this no comment?
It almost seems like he's probably not aware.
Or was it? Or did everyone's managers get together and say, hey, he's gonna do this tweet? Don't react to it. It's just like him being.
Woodley gives him pass. Bring you a weird and wild from the world of MMA. Holy mackerel!
Oh, Woodley just says that's cool or something.
Yeah.
He also, I guess, he was asked about the Kendrick Lamar story that we
I might agree on that one. That's
Okay.
That's kind of entrapment.
Do we give him a pass for the one tweet, or is he giving him a pass to just N-bomb the shit out of us for the rest of his MMA career? Because do you think this is the end of it? Like, if you give that moron a pass... And you know what? When you give him a pass, are we given the... What's the chick that says that she spit in the cup thing? The famous...
Whoa, Vicky?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's beating up Whoa Vicky. She got black friends. I'm fucking confused as shit now. If you just believe in it, is it okay? Is this the end of it now? Like, am I okay? If I'm like, look, man, I don't have any ill will towards black people.
Right.
They're just my N-bombs.
Or I'm black. Just like if you believe it. I mean, it's almost like.
Well, what about this one? You're not black. You can't. You're fucking racist for claiming that. We're all human.
But okay.
So don't categorize anybody from anything.
But to play devil's advocate, then
every word is allowed to be said.
To play devil's advocate, a lot of pre-op trans people just say that they are the opposite gender. Because that's how they feel. So shouldn't it be applicable to race? I mean, just because you decide, I'm deciding right now I'm black. What's really the difference?
That was quick though.
Yeah.
Why? I need to know a little more behind it, but than that. But if you thought you were black your whole life when you were a kid,
yeah,
then that would be different.
Yeah, I guess if you always felt black. Because I'm a big proponent of, like, if you feel like you're a chick and you're born a guy, well,
I agree.
Fine.
I agree.
What difference does it make? What skin is it off my back? So why really would it be any different if I've always felt Mexican. Jason decided.
I just feel like if you just found out because you spat in a cup that you were 2% African. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. So I now know that I am part black, but I look really white, so I don't want to call anybody an N-bomb expecting them to just adapt to that because I just spat in a cup. Like, you know what you're doing.
Right. It's a strange thing
you're
to do.
testing it, and I'm kind of disappointed because I feel like you're letting him get away with it because one, he's either because you think he's so dumb that he didn't really mean it, or because he's so tough that you don't want to fuck with him.
Do you really think Tyrone Woodley feels that way? I don't think.
I think that it's not worth it, maybe, to him.
That probably is true. He's like, I'm a champion. I'll just relax over here in my world.
If he was to get angry about it, I mean, wouldn't this kind of be a roundabout way for him to get a shot?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a great lead up to a fight. I mean, you could build that up so greatly. Racist man throws around the N-word at Tyrone Woodley. Now they fight to duke it out.
So you don't
settle the score.
And think about it in today's. This is a conversation that has for sure happened because this dude is a gimmick. If you talk about it enough, and there's enough people that want to watch it, then you get a money fight. You don't. And Tyrone's always wanted a money fight, and he never gets one. Yeah. He always gets animals. He never gets fed an easy lamb for a bunch of money. And I mean, I think he deserves a goofball like this. But let's build it up a little bit more. Maybe have a fight. But I'm telling you, this is how people like that get shots.
Yeah, especially now with the WME UFC, where they're really more about entertainment.
Right, which would imagine if this whole thing was set up.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Real Housewives. It's I mean they're layering drama. I mean, it's a really smart plan. Think about it. If you don't have another Connor around the corner, which is highly likely, that dude's a rare person, then you need to make do with what you've got. And if you turn a reasonably good MMA fighter into a racist moron, then that reasonably good fighter is going to get a shot at the champ.
So currently you have the interim title fight in the welterweight division on June 9th. You have Dos Anjos versus Covington. Woodley has said his shoulder is feeling good and he wants to come back in early August. You then book Perry versus Woodley for
I mean,
interim, and then Woodley wants to come back kind of soon after.
I mean, maybe not. But do you realize how all of a sudden it just kind of, it's acceptable that if those two actually fought, you'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, he didn't win his last fight, but he did call him an N-bomb. So I do want to see that fight.
Do you think if everyone was in on it and this was all just some big elaborate plot?
Yeah.
Don't you think Tyron would have a different take on it? Don't you think he'd be
No.
like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up? How dare he insult my race?
No.
Okay. Certainly that would be a bigger build up. That would be more hype.
Yeah, but he can't pick that fight because his peers will be like, really, dude, you're gonna take a fight with this bitch? Like it's a weak fight for him. And you're ducking. And that's going to, think about the people that should be fighting him. They're going to come out and be like, oh, really? You're going to fight this guy because you're... So he's going to try and make it like he's avoiding...
That's a very, very, very good point. Because he's already in that territory with people saying that he's ducking.
Right.
You know?
And if he takes that one, then people are going to hammer him for it.
Not a bad comeback fight, though, because he's been off for, I don't know, a year plus right now. So.
I know, but think about all the people that beat... I mean... Alan Joban beat his ass. And Joban's not top 10, right?
No.
No, he's not.
Right, and he beat his ass. So a dude under that isn't even in the top 10 beat his ass, and you're going to give him a title shot or a fucking interim? Suck my balls just because you said the N-word. Come on, America. You know, don't repay him. Penalize him. Penal. It's a super white word, right? Penal.
That is a...
White people suck so
Yeah, it's
bad.
hard to pull off.
I gotta try and like white people more because of the whole I'm white and shit, and I don't want to hate myself. Like I found myself, I always point out things, like I nitpick people, and I'm like, oh god, he's such a douche. You know what I mean? And it's like usually white people. I'm like, oh, that Mexican dude's cool. You know, it's always white people bumming me out, and I'm like, dude, you're white. Stop fucking pointing that out because you're doing it too.
But you don't hate white people. You're hating on a certain thing that is uber white.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're saying,
okay, yeah,
I dislike white people.
yeah, because I hate. This is gonna sound wrong, but I hate Persians and Jews too.
But
I
isolate that.
But I don't hate them. I hate them doing that white thing that white people do around here.
Right. No, listen.
Like I think there's
This might not
I
make
think I've
sense
seen
to-
a black. I think I've seen one black family do it too, but it's rarer. It's rarer.
Well,
That's not a word.
This
is it?
might not make sense to a lot of people listening
Rarer.
outside of Los Angeles, but I know what you're
Penal.
talking about. Like, there's a Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's
Persian
it. Yeah,
Jew
I'm just
thing.
trying to be
Yeah.
extreme because I'm a, you know what I mean. I'm a shock jock.
I hear you.
But I didn't. Yeah, Mexican. I don't care what you are. I just care about when you're like, no. I just put my hazards on and I park in the middle of the street and I'll wait until my kid comes, even if the kid isn't even there. And I'm like, what kind of fucking asshole does that?
Rules don't apply.
And then when you watch them do it every day,
Yep.
I'm like, wait, that's how you pick up your kid. Until a cop comes and tells you to fucking shut your door, turn your hazards off, and fucking park. Every time. I know this lady. I don't know her, but I see it. I see that car do it every day. And I go, what? Park. I park. Everybody parks.
Everybody parks.
You don't do that, but you do.
There's a wealthy thing too. I mean, I wouldn't relegate it to just.
No, I'm sure there's wherever rich people are in every city.
Yeah.
Every single walk up. I don't give a fuck what color, gay, straight, one leg. You're a dick, and that's why I put myself in that. You don't realize it. You take shit for granted when you get this life. You mean like my kids go to school in Beverly Hills because their mum lives in Beverly Hills because I pay my ex half of what I make and it's a fucking shit ton of money so she can live in Beverly Hills. So there's this life where everyone lives this. Excuse me, I'll have extra because that's what everyone asks you to do. You go to dinner and everyone asks you what you mean. Everyone goes to dinner. Everyone valets. It's not. It's like a normal thing. They don't. We're not in Australia. They don't have a fucking valet. They might have a valet now, But when I was a kid, there was no fucking. They didn't have it. I remember they had it at the. I don't know where they had it because I wasn't. My parents weren't going to some event where they would have it.
Right.
So
But I'm sure like really nice restaurants in Sydney.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure they do now. But I just remember not even know. I mean, maybe I saw shit like that in Scarface. Was the first time I saw it in a movie. That I'm like, wait, people have tons of money and buy cars and do whatever they want.
It's not an excuse, but you're right. I mean,
and it's human nature. You get used to it.
Get entitled when they're used to people waiting on them.
Yeah, it's not even. I think I'm making an excuse for them because I know that I'll do it, and every now and then I'll hear somebody wise say something, or I'll hang out with the right person who will say, "Wait, what? Oh no! Wait, not domestic."
Oh no.
Oh, you fucking hump.
Nick Diaz arrested for alleged domestic violence in Las Vegas.
Man, well, it's a... Oh, God, I want to...
Yeah, felony domestic battery by strangulation was misdemeanor domestic battery for the alleged incident.
Man. That he was already a guy who was on the outs with the MMA world for not paying his fines and his drug busts and oy vey.
Yeah.
In jail until bailing out Saturday morning, so that'll be
You're not going to make it to the fights.
no. Well, I guess he could Saturday night.
Oh, right, he'll get there just in time. I mean,
Although it's overseas, so he's got a flight.
I don't feel sorry for you.
He's not making it to Liverpool.
Oh, it's in Liverpool. I forgot. Sorry, I thought it was in Vegas. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't... I mean, innocent and proven guilty, I guess, so I won't say too much, but...
Innocent until proven guilty, but I'd love to get a cop's take on this. When you're charged with felony domestic violence by strangulation, doesn't there have to be some basis of proof there?
That you did. But maybe it was like they were playing, and he was like, I'll show you a rear naked choke, and then she lied and said something. We don't... You know what I mean?
That's true.
More than likely, just because I mean, it's a tough life, tough guy, crazy temper.
Yeah,
goes out a lot, has a lot of hits to the head. So yeah, it doesn't look good. Just getting that info, but I don't want to say anything because that's like the end of it for me if that's true. I'm not a fan of that move.
It's really there's only like a collection of maybe 2 or 3 things where you get no redemption from it. Like you can't come back from it.
I know.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, it's
domestic abuse.
Yep.
Because even murder, I'm like, okay.
I know, right?
Like
how bad was? I mean, what did he do?
Yeah.
Did he
like
come
Ray Lewis? Ray Lewis is a perfect example.
Ray.
Real quick on the report for this, the alleged victim was transported to a local hospital, and Diaz was combative with the 12 units of officers that were dispatched to the scene.
Well, 12 officers doesn't... What does that mean?
It's a fair amount.
Yeah, but they just... How many officers doesn't make his crime any worse?
We're going to the hospital right away, probably.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. I don't... Yep.
That's a tough day at work for a Las Vegas cop. You show up, you have to tussle with Nick Diaz.
Oh, okay. Well, he was trying to tussle.
It says it was combative with officers. That's...
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd be shitting myself if I was a cop. Nick Diaz is like, "Dock the motherfucker."
I wouldn't be shitting myself if I was one of 12.
That's true.
I'd be like...
Makes you feel a lot better.
I'd be like, you're pretty tough, but have you seen my baton across your fucking head?
Lucky he didn't get shot.
I know, right?
Because, I mean, I'm sure...
I know.
At the very least, half of those guys knew he was Nick Diaz.
Right, so they didn't shoot him, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was... Yeah, I don't want to get into it. Let's move on. I don't want to do that one. He's bad. We're talking about Bellator and the UFC, and I think we covered the UFC, and we haven't... Bellator has some good fights as well, so I don't want to give that up. That's on tonight, right?
Musasi's fighting.
That's a big fight. And then that really hot chick is fighting, and you know, I mean, obviously, if you're a walking penis like myself and Catherwood,
yeah,
we just want to see her get punched in the face so she's bleeding, and then we want to see her on the ground, stretch her legs over the other girl, try to get on her back while you can see her legs open. And, you know what I mean? You can sort of see like a vagina, where you would put your penis.
Yeah.
In it, you know what I mean? In the muscles around it moving.
Speaking my language. You're speaking my language.
And then the blood is in her face, and she's really trying, and the vagina muscles are tweaking, and she's sweaty. It's going to be a good fight.
Sweaty twat flaps is what I'm looking for.
That's what we're looking for. I think it's going to deliver. And hopefully Kate, her face is hidden a lot in the... I'm just fucking with her. She's cute. Go back to the black guy, the co-main. Nah, not Musashi guy. The next guy's the best guy. This
Michael
guy.
Venom Page.
Yeah, Page is the real deal.
Woo! You see his boxing match about a year ago where he did a pro boxing match?
Nah.
See if you can bring this up, Andrew. It's one of the most amazing movie-like knockouts. He knocks a guy out with a straight right and then doesn't even pay attention. Just walks to the rope. And goes, "Thank you."
He does that to a lot of people.
Thank you, sir.
He does that to. He's done that to people. He's done spin kicks to people and done that.
He also shattered Cyborg's head. Male Cyborg.
Yes, I know.
Watch. God, he is such a crazy athlete.
He's just got speed, huh?
It's a real gift.
Yeah, because he's not. I mean, his whole thing is based on I'm way faster than all of you. Because his hands are never up. Ever.
No. He's not a fan of putting his hands up.
That's crazy to be that fast.
You box. You don't understand. Like, it almost... Do you ever wish you could just for one moment know what it's like to move like Floyd, or to have just that amazing ability to just be so evasive? Because I'm like Frankenstein standing still, and people just tee off on my head. Yeah, and I've always wondered what it must be like to be just like lightning. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I guess I never really wanted. I'm more of it's not my fantasy that much. No, I'm more in awe of when it's happening. I'm like, check you out.
Yeah.
I don't ever think like, man, what would it be like to be? Because when I fight people that aren't as good as me, I get to feel like that. It's kind of.
See, I exclusively fight people.
Not that good.
I exclusively fight people that are tremendously better than me.
Yeah, me too. Most of the time, dude, Saxons, I don't win too many rounds, dude.
Killers there.
Right, so I know what it's like, but I don't know. I feel like
every time I feel like I'm doing something awesome, though, I'll catch tape of it every once in a while and be like, "Oh, I'm not awesome at all."
Oh yeah. No, that fight I had, like, I'm like, well, I won that fight, and then I like watch it and I'm like, oh, you're all tired and shitty. You suck, like, congratulations, you won the fight, but you look like I didn't get a. I didn't look cool at all.
Right. I want to look cool.
Me too.
I want to look cool.
I would like to have a MMA fight where I'm all BAM!
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I did have one. When the first time I fought Gabe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was there.
I looked cool. I knocked him out with one punch. And before that, I had my hands down and I was tagging him up and making him miss. And he was, to me, that's as good as I'll ever get. That's my level. Can I beat a bad boxer who was in the UFC? Yep, I can.
Yeah.
He's got to be bad though. I'll fucking take it.
How long would it take you? Because you have enough skill that you could do it. How long would it take you to get to the point where you could be a really good amateur, maybe even pro boxer?
I don't think I could.
You don't think so?
I think it's too late. I lost my speed.
All right, a 45-year-old amateur boxer, pro boxer.
Oh, me fight a guy the same age as me?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I've never been that sound. I'm just
well, you hit like a mule.
Yeah, I'm hit hard and I'm tough and I'll stay in there, and if it gets gritty then it'll probably, I feel like it'll work out for me because you're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
No way. You got to be a special person to stop me if you're the same age as me in a boxing fight. But if you're like Joel Mills and then you're 40 years old and you're fighting me, it's fucking over fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. There's different levels to this shit, just like John Jones and all those dudes say.
I think I've said it before, but
I've seen
out of all the great, funny, hysterical, thrilling moments of Ellismania. My favorite, hands down, was in the fight where you were fighting like a bunch of people.
Yeah, I might fight the guy that caused all the damage.
When you bowed out.
Yep.
And they're like, I guess Joel will have to take over. And he took his shirt off and started shadowboxing. The look on the opponent's face.
Yeah, they deserve that.
It was
because they killed me.
Hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's who I learned boxing with. That was my number one sparring partner for the first 3 years of boxing. So I never expected anything great to happen in my boxing life because I'd seen Joel Mills, you know.
Right.
So even when I think I started in my 30s, so I had speed and more power for me, but I never, you know, I was never a fast footwork guy, and Joel had angles and stuff that even when I started to gather the knowledge of boxing, and there's certain things that you gotta use that what your body type has, and those were not an option for me. If I was to start saying that I'm a guy that that drops angles constantly and levels, I'm gonna get caught. You know what I mean? Like bouncing in and out and fucking moving around like that. You got to know what you are, and I don't need to be exerting myself so that I look fancy to confuse your brain.
Yeah. Because
in the end, when I get in there, it's not going to be a quiz. You know, you're gonna know what my plan is from the start. That's it. All I got to do. My hardest thing, because I'm always, if anyone's heavier than me, they're bigger than me. So it's always I gotta get in and do damage. So I got to take shots to get in, because that's what I'm good at. I can take a shot, so I got to keep my hands around my chin, so you can smack me in the head a bunch, but you're not going to get my chin, and I'm going to get in and I'll rip your body. And that's the only time I've ever done good at wild card. The only time I ever did good was big, tall, black guys would just, you know, I mean, dudes that were like amateur guys that were like 30-0 and shit would just fucking smoking my face all over the place. And then I figured out, just stay, like, measure the distance when you can tell they're going to come in. Go low and see if you can get a hold. Like, I would just take a shot with my gloves on my face so I could get near their rib cage and just start smacking their body up. And then if my face could last long enough before it would just start bleeding everywhere and I could land like 4 or 5 good ones, then if I was lucky I could land a good one and then go up top and maybe get him. Because I thought dudes... if you're like 6'3", your hand just, it's not fair.
Yeah.
And black dudes usually have longer arms too. So it was like this, he'd go bap and I go whoop. And I would watch where my hand would go and I'd go, fuck!
It's a foot away.
That was a fucking mile away. Like, it was embarrassing. And then MMA guys, holy shit. They kick you. I felt like I was out of the ring when he kicked me. I was like, I am completely safe over here. I'm like, that's impossible.
You're speaking my language.
So fuck tall people.
I'm only 5'10", and so when I fight, if I've ever, like, I only had like 2 smokers or anything, but when they get someone who's my size,
you got video of your smokers?
My Muay Thai coach.
Yeah,
yeah. I
want to see that.
Did
you win?
One.
Did you knock him out?
No.
Just beat his ass?
Yeah, I just went 3 rounds on that. No,
awesome.
I don't think I beat his ass. I just
close fight.
Did a little better.
Yeah. Good. God, you love to shit on yourself. It's amazing.
Well,
Drew point that out?
What's that?
Does Drew point that out?
Yes.
Is he concerned about it sometimes?
Absolutely.
It's over the top.
Absolutely.
You're a fucking overachiever that shits on yourself. It's ridiculous. I think it's like a Howard Stern thing. I wonder how big his dick is. I don't even think it's that small.
I mean, if you really want to settle that argument...
I don't.
Okay.
You're my friend. Something weird about friend dicks.
My limp dick would be really embarrassing. It would be career-ending if it got out.
It's weird, because it's like, you know, my limp dick does so many different sizes that just to say... limp dick, I mean, you know, sometimes I can be like, look at that. Anybody would be happy with that. And then I'll be lifting weights in the pool and I'll look down and be like, I mean, that's the pool, that's not to be bragged. You're not bragging about that. Fucking pool's warm.
Warm water shrinks, dude. Like laundry.
I don't know what it is about lifting weights, but my dick goes far into me.
Do you think it's foreskin? Because I don't have that problem.
No, the foreskin doesn't go into me.
No, but I'm saying, like, is there some connection to foreskin and lifting weights? Because I don't lift weights and have it go in. In fact, quite the opposite.
Your dick comes out.
I think I get a little bit of a charge, a little testosterone boost, and therefore...
you're confused. Are you getting horny when you lift weights? Because that's fucking offensive.
I have.
See, you guys are sex lifting.
No, I'm saying because I'll be working out, and so
You looking at yourself when you're getting chopped up?
No. Naturally, my hormones.
Looking at like girls running on the treadmill.
Yes.
You're disgusting.
There's so many hot chicks at my gym.
You're so disgusting.
So many. It's impossible.
I will not look at hot chicks. I do not. A hot chick got in the elevator with me this morning, and it was 2 doors open. She could have gotten the fucking other one.
Yeah.
And I get in this one, and this ridiculously hot chick gets in my elevator, and I'm like, fuck off! Fucking press the button. I just looked at the wall in disgust.
I
didn't, and then when she got out before me, I did not look at her when she walked out.
I look at. I don't
want to know you.
Like a hungry
Don't do
dog
that to
looks
me.
at meat. I just stare. I can't help it. I mean, I guess I can.
I know, because that's. I mean, you've got a daughter, man. You can
Yes.
help it, all right?
But I'm not doing anything.
Does your wife know this?
Yeah.
You're very gross.
My wife will be at dinner or something. Like that girl will be around, and she'll be like, "Come on, stop." It's like, what? But
Yeah, no, come on.
yeah.
There's a certain amount of staring where you got to stop.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying what I do is right, but I'm simply pointing out. I have to admit my faults that I'm
Andrew, your dick pulls in when you ride bikes.
Well, of course. I mean, shit, you're out there working as hard as you can. Yeah, it's like working out.
Right. So, yes, thank you for having my back and my dick on this one. The other thing I've been doing lately is, because I told you my ball got a little higher, and I think it's from when I got that, when you take the babies away.
Yeah.
And I think because they were like, "Oh, you've got really thick balls, Mr. Ellis," and I'm like,
What? They said that?
Dude, I got witnesses. I was live on Instagram, and the nurse was like, "Oh, we're having a little bit of trouble here because you have really thick balls." And I was like, "It sounds cool, but it doesn't. Not at the fucking time." Because they were having difficulties in my sack while I was there, conscious, and they were in my balls, saying things are a little awkward right now because how thick your sack is. And I'm like. And then all of a sudden I felt real pain in my balls because they were pulling on the cord because the cord was too thick to fucking snap or something. Fucking with my balls, man. And then my balls are a little high. So I got like a cock ring thing that like goes around my dick and my balls. And I wear it in the pool to lift weights so that my dick doesn't get pulled in so I don't feel weird about lifting weights when I look down. Because got no pants on, so I see my dick and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why does it keep going in when I lift weights? So now I got a cock ring on there, so now I have a giant cock and balls swinging while I lift weights in front of Katie, and then she gets this, you know what I mean, because she wants to fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure.
So I'm trying to get as jacked as I can to match him. So, I work out in the pool while she like reads a book or whatever, and so I get a swallow on while my dick's dangling in the warm water. It's like a technique I use to get laid a lot.
Sounds great.
It works.
I might have to start lifting weights with a cock ring.
It wouldn't work for you. It's quite hideous. And then I do these weird push-up things on the side of where my body's in the water a little bit, but I come out and I push up my feet off the ground. So it's very upper body. I'm getting jacked. And my naked ass comes out of the water and it kind of looks like I'm pumping the water. And Katie filmed that from behind today and then sent it to me. And it was mixed emotions about I did not know that my ass is I have a woman's ass. Like it kind of looks like I have like
what?
It looks like I have a transgender ass.
You have a giant ass.
Yeah, I know. It looks like it's fake.
Huh.
It looks kind of, and it's not. I don't know how macho it is. It's kind of like I'm like a jacked woman. I mean, I don't know how. Like I sent it to a friend who thinks I'm cute, and she was like, I love this, but she thinks it's great, but I don't know if other girls would think that I've never seen it in the sun out like that. It's fucking fat.
That gets back into
I don't know if it's
you
cool.
think you're cool until you see video of it.
Yeah, I think I have a big fat man ass.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't have cellulite or anything, so I guess that's okay. But it's still.
If I saw a video of me fucking, I would realize I'm not good at it at all.
See, that's not. You can't stop doing it. There you go.
No,
no, because you haven't, so you don't know. You're not. You don't know that. You have no fucking idea if you look bad. You're hot, so how bad can you look if you're fucking? I mean, do you have a really bad O face? Do you pump like a jack? You're making up shit that doesn't exist. There's no way that you could be hideous fucking. I saw shit on Snapchat this morning. of a lady that was like 600 pounds, and the guy was fucking her, and she was upside down, and he was holding onto one leg like it was another person, because the leg was as big as another person. And that was hot, but you would be way hotter fucking her, is what I'm trying to say.
I'll have to give it a shot. Do you have this lady's contact information?
No, she is anonymous. Darren, welcome to the show.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm tremendous.
So I have that same thing, like when I lift weights, and I then saw this like episode on this BBC about these like tribes people that when they hunt, they actually invert their penises inside of them so they don't get caught on like thorns and bushes.
Fuck yeah!
Mm.
So that's like a fight or flight response. So,
What about the balls?
hunting, well, I mean, say goodbye to your balls if like a tiger gets them, I guess.
It's a weird
Makes no sense.
evolutionary thing. Like I would think after millions and millions of years, our balls would just grow inside of us because, like Darren's saying, it's a real problem out
It's
in
an
the wild.
aphrodisiac.
But it's a problem out like
Chicks
a
love balls.
Snake will come grab it.
Yeah, but chicks love balls, and you die trying.
Check out the combine tribe. They're the ones that invert their penis.
All right, thanks, dude. I'm not checking them out. I guess Andrew's going to check them out. Looks like I'm going to have to see an inverted penis.
Andrew, does your penis invert?
Nope, not once.
He's tried it, though.
I bet you Andrew's got a thick, big hog.
Ew, why do you do that?
Look at that. Look at that.
Don't answer
I can
him.
almost visualize it right now. Just a big, thick, dangling dong.
See, these guys have sticks in their dick?
Look at that. Wow.
I'm confused as fuck.
It's a
Why is
penis
there?
board.
Why does he have a big sword coming out of it?
Wow.
I feel like that would get stuck on everything.
Points towards water.
No, it doesn't.
Looks
Idiots.
Like, looks like carrots.
Wait, they think that it's like a dildo, it's like a strap-on with a hook on it, and they think that finds water?
No, it's not a water stick.
Oh.
It's a penis sheath.
It's protective.
Yes, traditionally worn by native members of this tribe.
I notice that some have bigger sheaths than others. Is that on purpose? It'd be a bummer if you got a big sheath and then turns out there's nothing in there.
Look at this horny lady.
She's grown both these dicks. It's not their dicks. It's just it's like a wooden cock sock.
Yeah, it's a penis sheath.
Yeah, it's overrated. I don't believe those guys are finding water, and those things are getting caught on everything. Wait, now we've got a video of a man shoving his dick into his own dick. Right, I'm leaving. This is.
Narrating just like the Nat Geo does on the channel.
All right. Well, I'm seeing right now a young African man who is wearing seems to be some sort of flannel dress, but he is not a woman. He is indeed a man, and it seems to me that he is pulling his testicles to one side as he aggressively uses a pointer finger to shove his peni inside its own peni retract, therefore leaving him with no penis sticking out whatsoever, just balls. Look out, kitty kitty, here comes a snack.
I think
African nuts.
that African nuts is a liability in the wild. I don't know why our balls didn't grow in.
I think they do it because they're bored. If you don't have TV, you end up putting like a lot of rings around your neck until your neck's real long and a plate in your mouth. You're just bored.
Yeah. No Netflix means penis.
It's like when it's how rappers are good. They're just bored. You got nothing else to do, so you make up rhymes in your head.
These guys are a little pudgy for African tribesmen. I'm usually...
Well, they're very old. That guy's 80.
Yeah, but usually African tribesmen, you see them, they're like shredded.
How shredded can you be when you're 80? Oh, I see what you're saying. These guys are like Sunday guys. Like, they're not really tribesmen. They're like tribesmen on Sundays.
I'm not a
They're going to
huge
Burger King afterwards.
expert. I'm not a huge expert, but whenever I read National Geographic or watch any of those shows, I'm always caught off guard by how muscular and lean they are, and these guys have like
Yeah.
dad.
They
bods.
look like they're beer drinkers.
Yeah,
I mean, there's people in the background that have looks like they're in a town. So
yeah, they have like clothes on.
you could just put pants on. Wait, doesn't that one guy have socks as leg warmers? He has Adidas leg warmer socks. This is bullshit. This is all bullshit. Wait a minute, we're gonna figure out why we have to have bowls. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey guys, your balls are on the outside because your sperm needs to keep like a really healthy temperature. So they leave them on the outside of your body so that when your balls get like too hot, your skin can get looser, they get further away from your body and cool off. And then when it gets too cold, your balls tighten up and then they come in closer to your body and warm back up.
Right.
There you go.
There it is, bowls. Why they're here, and why we need them, and why you need to keep them at a certain temperature at all times, so that you can make more of your fucking annoying self.
You think that girls dig balls?
Oh yeah. Even when they say they don't. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Girls need bowls.
How so?
I'll tell you why.
All right. The clapping.
Chicks love it when balls slap on them.
You're right.
Chicks love to reach down and get a handful of shaft with a little bit of balls on the
A
side.
little tiny bit.
It's like the whole package is in there. They're like, what the hell is going on? A lot. You think you're fucking complex. Because girls are very complex and they think that we're dumb. But not when they touch our balls. They're like, what the?
What is
What the
this
fuck?
machine?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
It's like driving a vintage Ferrari.
And then all you weird people that are like somehow convinced that you have to cut the end of your fucking dick off, so now there's like half a civilization that's like, whoa, what happened to your penis? How come it's got a skin on it? It's called the way we were born.
Yeah.
Weird ass savages cutting genitals.
I never thought I'd say this because I am circumcised. I grew up here in
Savaged.
this country. I don't know what I'd do if I had a son. I don't know if I'd get him circumcised. It seems a bit strange.
Ask all girls that I've had sex with how much fun my penis is compared to an uncircumcised penis.
Yeah, but that's
And they'll
not
tell you.
all. That's not all uncircumcised penises.
No, well, some people have ugly penises.
Right.
I'm saying if you have I'm not saying mine's great. I'm saying a normal penis, a nice penis, circumcised or uncircumcised, going in and out of your bum or your vagina, and you're a lady, guarantee you, hands down, they go for the circumcised. I mean uncircumcised.
Okay.
That's what I've found. But I also will tell you, girls that don't know about them, put it in your mouth. Which one they would rather put in their mouth? They want to put the circumcised one in their mouth because they've never seen such a weird, gross thing and they don't understand how it works.
It is more ergonomic though. The uncircumcised, the circumcised one. It's
I don't know what ergonomic means.
It's like it's a more pleasing shape. I think. Visually.
It's just what you're used to.
Maybe. I remember like it was yesterday the first time I saw an uncircumcised one.
Right, you never saw her.
Yeah. I didn't.
Right.
I thought something was wrong with his penis.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't think I was... Everybody, this is weird, my dad and my brother's all circumcised. I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is that?
I think because when I was born, my dad was like not really wanting to be a part of it, and it was just my mum by herself.
Oh.
When she was 16, so it was kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know, don't cut the baby. I think mum just said don't cut the baby.
Yeah, it seems brutal.
Yeah, I think it was my mum's idea, but not for any reason or anything. I remember my father telling me drunk one time that he went looking at cars, and he thought about getting in the car and just driving to another state. And I was like, wow, really? He said, well, yeah, fucking, I didn't know your mum, I'm 16, what the fuck? Everyone super drunk
Right.
around the pool table.
But he didn't.
He was actually really committed.
Listen.
Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't killed myself sometimes. I swear to God, that's just so disgusting. That's so yeah.
I was in a pretty ideal situation to become a parent when I became a parent. But I would imagine a lot of guys, regardless of what they end up doing, have that moment of freaking the fuck out and maybe contemplating doing that.
Yeah, when you're really young, for sure, man.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid, you can't handle that pressure, man. It's like life-ending kind of stuff. When you're like a 20-year-old or something, can't fathom making another human life when you're a child.
I freaked out, and I wanted to be a parent, and I still had a weird meltdown.
Yeah, but I feel like your weird meltdown is for, like, when I had a weird meltdown about my daughter. You just overcare.
Maybe.
You know? You were worried about not doing the greatest job ever because you think that your kid deserves the greatest job ever. The greatest dad ever.
I definitely...
You put all the pressure in the world on
definitely
yourself.
freaked out. I constantly was saying to myself, like, are you going to be a good dad? Oh my gosh. Are you capable of being a good dad? You can't, dude. You can't fuck this up. You can't... I went through my wife forced me to change psychiatrists. That's how bad it got.
Wow.
She's like, you need to go see someone.
He's not doing a good job.
It's not
right. Fair enough. Because you shouldn't be that worried.
Yeah.
You should be concerned, but you shouldn't be like overly worried. Man, I'm the same. I was didn't agree. I didn't even agree to any of this. This was like I want to have the baby, and I'm like, really? I'm like, who you're dealing with, right? Like. I did. I told her. She vouched for her. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a maniac. Like I got an 8-ball in a do-rag under my seat.
Right.
Full of cocaine. Like
in a do-rag, by the way.
Fuck it, because I heard it in a fucking song. I always had it under my seat. I can give a
folk song, I would imagine.
Fucking I don't know who it was. There was a bunch of people that were rapping. I think it was Manuel Noriega or some shit like that. And, had a pug with a gold chain with a fucking diamond G around his neck for grimy. I was living the life, man.
Sounds like it.
Did not need, this shit.
What a blessing, though.
I mean, really. But I'm just saying, I said, are you sure?
Sure.
Because I'm not going to really be there for it. And then when it started to happen, I just freaked out. I was like, everything has to end.
There probably couldn't have been anything else that would have pulled you out of cocaine do-rag days.
Right, because I was absolutely positive that I was living the best life Jason could live.
Right.
I was like, I don't know anybody that has as much cocaine as I do and doesn't have to go to work.
That's a great life.
It was pretty cool. I would go buy jewelry when I would recover from doing a lot of cocaine.
And somehow you have a problem with Persians and Jews in Beverly.
Don't say that. I have a problem with rich people. That's why I'm trying to curve it, because I realize that I'm a Persian Jewish asshole.
But you're not.
I am. I'm everybody.
You already said you park. You park when you go to school.
Yeah.
The rules apply to Jason.
I know, but the other day I told Will I drove fast around a corner into a street, and I was in the line, and a guy came up next to me, and he's like, "Drive a little faster around that corner, won't you?" I was like, "Why don't you go fucking suck a dick, moron?" And he goes, he pulls a fucking badge out, and he goes, "See this?" And I go, "See this, you fucking fat cunt?" Drove off. And he followed me, and I was like, "Fucking do it, mate. Pull me over. Because fuck you."
What law did you break?
Speeding. Driving like a fucking idiot. I mean, sure, I think I'm under control. It wasn't like I wasn't sideways around a corner or anything, but I was driving excessively, and he was pointing it out.
Yeah.
And I told him to go fuck himself. And then he showed me a badge, and I said, "Double fuck yourself." I called bull on that.
That could have gone poorly.
Yeah, but I also thought about, I was like, you don't have me on video. You know what I mean? I thought about it like an asshole.
No, but
I thought about how I had my shit covered, because I was like, oh yeah? Fucking, what did I do? Like 15 mile an hour over the speed limit around a corner? Like, you got any fucking videos, you prick?
Listen, it's one phone call, which I'm sure he was making.
Oh, I know
friends who are on duty.
I know the sheriff of this town.
His friends who were on duty. Then they
I know!
Yeah.
Idiot! That's what I'm saying. You can't. That's why I hate myself. And and I think I'm awesome. Because sometimes I'm like, hey man, don't be mean to those people. And then I help out people. And then sometimes I'm like, fucking, fuck you! And, you know what I mean? I go home and go, whoa! What was that? I'm like, because I don't like it when people try to organize me or tell me to do something without checking with, like, I don't like when authority pushes me. I don't, and it's a problem. Like, I will, after this only happened the other day, I will, I mean, my kid thing was way more important, but I will be having long talks with my therapist about what that is. Because it needs to stop. Like, I can't, I was right on that one, but I could be wrong next time. And I should have just said, you're right, I'm sorry, and just sat in the car, but I did not do that.
Do you think those two forces constantly fighting each other?
Yeah.
Because I do think a big part of you is, I want the world to be a better place, and I want people to live a nice life, and I want to help however I can.
Yeah.
But there is also that, I hate authority, fuck everyone part. Do you think that those two fighting forces is what keeps you going? Is like, you know,
I fucking hope not. Because I don't want to keep fighting with myself. I think that's why I go to therapy all the time, to
yeah, but you can't
not make... I mean, I know I'm going to
argue, erase that part.
I know, but I don't want it to be so goddamn dramatic.
Mm.
You know? Like, I feel like everybody has to struggle with their daughter becoming older. But I don't think people struggle with it as much. I shut off. I can't even talk to anybody. Like, I did this show for 2 days, and then I just went home and sat there, and Katie's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I can't talk.
You're that you're legitimately that concerned. I'm not. Just
yeah, but you should have. It's a lack of intelligence. You should have more. You should be able to compose yourself. You know.
Fuck off. I heard you talking about it 2 days ago or so. The level of concern you had about connecting with your daughter when she's at a point in her life when she could go astray, you could tell that wasn't you freaking out. That was genuine, serious concern. That was an authentic concern about how to make your daughter's life better in the long run.
Right. High pressure situations, the more intelligent you are, the easier those are. That's all I'm saying. Got a lot of stuff happening. Got contracts coming up. You know? Channel this, channel that. There's all kinds of, you know what I mean? And I'm a ride or die motherfucker to the end. If this shit ain't right, I'll walk. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, I'm just saying that that's in my pocket at all times. You think it's easy walking around knowing that's in your pocket? That's stressful, man. I do not want to leave this job. It's awesome.
Yeah. But you know that.
Yeah, I know, but don't shit on me.
Right, but that's
I know
my
they
point.
won't. I know, but I have to live in that. Maybe it's over. Every year, maybe it's over. I have to.
That's my point, though. Those forces that's what keeps fueling you to do more podcasts, to do the show, to be better on the show, to go home, to talk to Tully, talk to Andrew, get everything.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. Because it does give me energy. The hate gives me energy.
Right.
And the love gives me energy.
Exactly.
Sometimes they cross over and do negative things to me. A lot of times, actually. But you're right. Like, because the thing that gets me up is to do the right thing. You know, or the thing that gets me up is, fuck that, you're not going to fucking stop me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one or the other every time that gets me up.
And if you're just one, if you're just constantly the guy who's just like, hey, I just want to be peaceful and nice and
right,
there's no longevity there.
Right. I would actually say, it's dangerous to admit, but I would say that I think the edge is off me a bit because I'm happier. I think that I was hungrier when I was angrier.
Yeah.
I feel like the happy me is like starts to search for what I think is a more intelligent goal, is for happiness.
It's a more worthwhile goal.
Right, than just like winning at all costs, whatever the fuck it is, like a moron. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like that's in there. It'll always be in there, but it is oftentimes a curse.
I guess, you know, and I'm not your therapist. I'd be curious to hear what he or she has to say about it. But
get a Lamborghini.
Get a Lamborghini. The real goal then is to just learn how to best manage those two.
Yeah.
You know, nice beasts that you have living within you.
Yeah, steer the guys.
Yeah.
And the best one for me is when the guy is doing whatever it is that's a little bit one way or the other, just to know that it's happening.
Right.
You know?
Acknowledgement.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, like if a drunk guy gets angry, if he could just see what he was doing for a second, he wouldn't be doing that as dramatically. I feel like that is what I've got with age. Is sort of when something starts to happen, I'm like, and I'll have a big talk to myself right there and then, or if it, you mean right after it, and then I will definitely, instead of ducking it, I will handle the situation immediately. Right. Like, with the daughter thing, we had a big argument the first day about it, and some shit happened, and I had a big talk to her about how things are, it was very serious about everything, and I lost it for a second, and I had to have a talk to her about how stressful this whole thing is.
A non-concerned parent would never go to that extent. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is that someone who doesn't passionately care about their kid's well-being would not have the argument with their kid.
Right.
Yeah,
which I think happens all the time. Tech 6-9.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that brews. Where you're just like, yeah, fucking use your phone. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm going to hang out. Yeah, go on, bye.
Right. Same with marriage.
He comes back, tekashi.
It's my first wife. We never argued. I didn't raise my voice at her. She didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. It was just that she's like, okay, fine, go to the gym. I don't need to spend time with you.
Right.
I'll read magazines, and I was like, okay, fine. There was no investment.
Right.
There.
Frank, you're a police officer. I hope you're not gonna make you're not gonna arrest me, are you?
No.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good now. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I heard your story about the guy pulling the bag on you with driving, and I just thought it was just so fucking stupid. I work with guys like that. I can't get over themselves. Like, all right, you're doing a little speeding, and then you gotta pull, like you pull this car. Like you're a citizen. When you're not, you're always to myself. But when you're driving around and you're gonna curse somebody out and say something, and they curse you back out, just take it. You curse each other out and keep driving. That's how it works. You pull your badge out and you're making it a different thing. It takes me a lot to become a commentator when I'm driving home. You know what I mean?
Right. I felt like, because he he came at me angry first. Like, I wasn't angry, but I did do something to make him angry, which makes it my fault, and I am aware of that. But yeah, so I understand what you're saying, but I'm not excusing myself at all.
Yeah, no, it's the reaction that you shouldn't have. We're fucking adults and we shouldn't curse people out on the road.
Right.
Why are you bringing it to that level? My Nintendo, like, game over? No.
Right. Well, thanks for what you do, Frank, and appreciate the call.
Yeah, great show.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I also think it's an instinct. I feel like I talk like this because that was the way I was raised, and I was raised in a way where if you do that, you fire back 100%. That's it. Like, I was raised, people would take me aside and tell me when I was a little boy, never let anybody get behind your peripherals. Never, when you're walking down the street, make sure you can see the reflection in the glass so there's nobody behind you. If somebody does this, you fucking stab them in the neck. You never let it, like, if you have to, it's unfortunate, but you have to win at all costs. I don't know why I'm getting pulled aside by all these fucking tough dudes that have to tell me about how to survive in the streets, because I'm not going in the streets. I don't get it, but that's it. Like, if a dude gets out of the car, get out of the car, because you can't get punched in the face sitting down.
Right.
And I can't now. Like, if you open the door, I'm fucking out, and I hate it. And that one will never stop. I know that, because you're not punching me in the face while I'm sitting in my car. You open that door, my door's open, and I hate it. Because I think that's the worst thing that anyone can do. But you're not going to do that to me. That's just like bred in my skin.
You don't think that there's a certain level of therapy and an amount of work that you can do that will bury that?
No. I'm still backing it. I'm still saying I don't want to be involved in that. But if you get out of the car, you're up to no good. What
if your kids are with you?
Even more so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not going to beat their father sitting down in the car. What? I mean, if I get out and he gets out and I go get back in the fucking car,
yeah,
I'm pumped. Just like you with the dude kicking that lady. I'm not looking for one. I just can't. You're not gonna get that on me.
Over on me.
Yeah. What if you just start throwing punches in my seat and I'm in the car with the kids? Versus I get out, you get out, and you throw a punch and I fucking drop you.
What about
that's the one I'm living with.
What about he gets out, you drive away? That's all I'm saying. Like, you don't think there's a level of work that you can do on yourself where that's
okay? Well, that's never. No, the only time this has ever happened to me is when they are in front of me and they stop and open the door.
Yeah.
That's when
You're
I
not
go.
getting away. Okay.
That's when I go.
I'm
yeah,
thinking,
no one's
like,
ever
pulled over to the freeway on the side.
No.
Of the freeway.
Oh no, I wouldn't pull over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. With the kids in the car, no fucking. Not even without the kids, I'm not pulling over. That's hilarious to me. Pull over. I'm like, yeah, okay, dude. You pull over and I'll keep going. Like this is fucking. You know, we don't. I'm in a hurry. This is ridiculous. But if you, like one time in San Diego, the off ramp. There was traffic on the off ramp, and he like cut me off, and I was like, "Meep." He's like, "Fuck you!" with his hand out the window. I'm like, "Fuck you!" And he put the handbrake on, opened the door. I got out. I was like, "You want to fucking go, cunt?" And went straight over to his fucking car, and he got back in the car. And I got back in the car, and I was like, "Thank God,"
Right.
because it won't happen to me. My father won't happen to me.
I just imagine that guy's frame of mind. He gets out of the car and this maniac tatted out.
Well, I didn't have that many tattoos, but I had conviction.
Yeah.
I was regrettably ready to fight.
Right.
I did not want to, dude. I'm telling you, I'm not. I almost cry when I fight. Like I'm not. Fuck yeah, man! Fucking elbow to the head, fucking die, boy. Like I'm not. I'm like stop. I will stop you. You know what I mean? Like a little boy, Jason is just like use your man strength to stop him from hurting you. It's not tough.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
No, it's not.
But I'll end you though. I'll cry, but I'll fucking end you.
It's not. I mean, the fact that you feel that way is, like I said, I mean, that's those two beasts fighting inside. I mean, that's little boy Jason saying, because look at, you know you're not a complete psychopath. You're not someone who's like, I'm just pumped. I can't wait to hurt someone.
Yeah, not at all.
No, that's a good thing. The fact that you have that governing, that governing switch that just kind of sets in and says, like, what am I doing here?
I just can't. I'm not gonna die. With anybody or anything getting the best of me.
Right.
Like that's why if your shark bites my leg, I'm gonna fucking bite you. I'm gonna pull your eyes out. I'm not closing my eyes. I'm gonna keep my eyes open underwater. I'm gonna find stuff to finger out of your head.
Are you going to go to shore, get your leg fixed, and then go hunt that shark?
No. I want to live. That's the only reason I'm getting out of the car when you open the door. If I punch you, you could die.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. If I punch you twice, if I punch you and you fall on the ground, and I punch you in the head with my bare knuckle and you're on the ground, you're fucking dead, dude. That's how I see it. I have shots that will fucking kill you. If you have a normal human brain, people die all the time from getting punched in the face by normal people.
Yeah.
I have a 220-pound. I fucking hit people hard on your head on the concrete. I'll kill somebody. So if you're gonna fight me, you're going to do that. So if you open that car door, you're not going to kill me.
It's self-preservation.
Yeah, and I'm terrified. It's the same thing as a shark. It's the same thing as some big fucking thing in the woods. And I'm like, oh, worst day ever. Where are you? Because I just know. I'm not going to show you my legs. That's how you win. And I'm not fucking gonna be like, ah! and it stabs my neck, and I go, no, mama, nah. I don't go, mama. I go, you fucking go with me, cunt. I die with pride.
Well, I mean, there's honor in that.
It's not for anybody else. It's for me. Even if I die of old age, I want to die talking about something tough. I don't want a pussy fucking last second.
Hey, there's
fucking give us a beer or so, I didn't say that.
In a roundabout way, in a not so
put it in the IV.
In a not so meat-headed way, though, there's it's a lust for life.
That's right.
You're lust for life. You don't want to just kind of give up.
Yeah, I don't want to cry sad. I want to scream, fuck yeah.
Right. That's probably...
That's why I'm renting a Lamborghini this weekend.
That's exactly why.
Because when it goes, I go, well, fucking, I already... Fuck yeah!
But there's a weird thing about you is that you like to share it, too. I mean, that's what Ellismania is all about.
I mean, you're going to come in my Lamborghini on Monday, right?
Sure.
Yeah, we got to lift weights. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to pump iron and we're going to film it.
Katie's going to be pissed because it's only 2 seats. So she's not coming for the... She's going to have to get an Uber.
Can I sit on your lap?
Oh, yeah,
Did I say that
yeah.
out loud?
Yes. Yeah, no, not on mine, on hers.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work out for me. We're delivering her to Schwarzenegger,
Okay.
and we're giving her credibility by us two being jacked with the Lamborghini. He knows we're somebody.
You and Katie drive and meet me at Gold's Gym in Venice Beach.
Probably a better idea. We'll get jacked. She sucks him off. We go for a ride.
Right. And then we leave your wife with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or if worse comes to worse, we leave her with my wife, and they
Sure.
do girl shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
then
then
we
we
go
go
zoom around.
Yeah. Hey, baby. I can't. I'm not doing that.
I am.
Okay, maybe this plan might
baby?
change.
What's up, honey?
You can't do that.
You want to get in the land?
Okay, maybe I will do. Okay, I'm into that.
You want to get a fucking hotel room?
Yeah, whoa! I'm gonna film that and send it to your wife. Check this guy out. You guys having fun in Venice? We'll be back.
I'm gonna make pee-pee come out of my wiener.
For you. Doesn't have to leave. Tully's not here. Wee-hoo. This is why you don't beat your kids. Wait, you're referring to why I look like this? I mean, that is a pretty valid service announcement. Scott? Twitter is like the Wild West? What happened? I don't see anything. What are you guys talking about? Nothing happened, just in general. Yeah. It does appear that you are correct. Man, my phone is... It's so good. It's like metal. It's like spider webbed.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm so good with them. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, everybody always
Okay.
breaks them around me, and I'm like, God, what's wrong with people that do that? And then it was like, I cleaned my phone and took it out of the case, and it slipped off my knee.
Oh.
And dink, in a little crack, and I was like, I can't get a new phone. It's hard for me to live with the crack, but it's way harder to me to live with that fucking rooking of a new phone purchase.
At least
so I
you
was
did
like,
it yourself.
fuck it. And then today, I'm like, okay, that's... I cannot exist with that. Like, you can't show up to a meeting and have
At least
a
you
phone
did it
like
yourself.
someone else did
this
it?
I did myself, but the prior phone, my daughter's like, Papa, can I take pictures with it? And, I'm like, and she just looks at me and just football spikes. Looks me right in the eyes.
I kind of back that though, because it's like you're on the phone too much, and like this is, I fucking own you. Like, that is the biggest.
She ruined me.
That's like, I wish I was such good friends with somebody that I could do that to them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's cool. Let me see your phone. Wow.
Or like there was like you were so balling, or both you guys were so balling that it just didn't mean
Right.
anything. Like I watched those like old Viva La Bams where like Knoxville would just like saw his car in half.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I wish I.
Well, that was not necessarily that you could afford it. That was just like they were next level dicks. Whoa.
This thing still?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in like 3 minutes. Do you want to do the strap fight? Figure that out?
Yeah.
And then take some final calls?
Yeah, where's Will?
He is at his desk.
This one? Or that one?
Oh, this one right here.
Will!
Yep.
Can you and Kevin be in for the rest of this?
Yep.
If you want straps, Kevin.
Fuck yeah.
Is it turmeric?
All kinds of shit.
How are you escaping this? Let's go. Strap your ass.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Strap your ass.
All right, we can tie our hands together, Mike.
You fucking...
Jason can comment on it.
Okay.
It might be better.
Well, you'll have a better sense.
I mean, I'm lying, but
All right.
I'll do it. I
Well,
think we should all...
the real way to try to work it would be Kevin and I, because we're comparable
Will.
in height, or Will, yeah, because comparable in size and height.
Will can't, though. Will's been injured.
Okay.
What do you
Kevin?
think?
We can all do it. We'll all hold
See the
hands
video
and
of
we'll...
Will kicking.
Dude, Will, what's up with that?
Yeah, did you see
I didn't
that?
know you were like a Machida brother.
Oh yeah.
He's very similar to a Machida brother. Good call. He's like Will the Dragon Machida. Will the Dragon.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call you. I mean, if you do that kick to somebody, dude, that would seriously hurt.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, if I could aim it properly.
I mean, the follow-through he has on it just tells me that foot's... You're getting switched. I'm excited about that.
We were talking about head movement, about like, having angles and ducking and rolling and stuff. I'm now so scared and upright because the only 2 times I've ever been knocked out were head kicks.
Oh, and you leaned into it.
And I was, trying to like slip and
Yeah,
duck, and I
yeah.
roll out, and then just wabba.
You know, kickboxing that changes the way I fight too.
Well, no, but now
Ruins everything.
even if it's just traditional boxing, I'm so like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, why are you worried? There's no leg that can come
I
up
know.
anymore.
I think it's some weird like
I think just remember, especially if it's boxing, always remember to angle off when you change levels, because, I mean, there's no kick and a hook comes from a mile away. So if you, as long as you jab and then don't just.
I think it's just my brain, like to
I get that. Being kneed in the head, being kicked in the face when you're going down and they're going up. That happened to me at Saxon's. I don't do that anymore. That was bad.
I could sit on the couch. I got that. That's the most
Nice!
Welcome back to the Jason Ellis Show on a Friday. Will the Dragon Machida just walked in with a warm-up scissor kick for no reason.
Man, I'm about to kick Catherwood in the face.
Fuck yeah.
So, Ellismania is fast approaching, and we have fights all locked in, but I figured why not try another fight, just in case another fight falls out, because when you're the Dana White of Ellismania, you've got to be prepared for that. So, there is one more fight that Katie invented that I cut from the card because we're going to do the Pinata fight, but just in case other things fail, we should try what is called the rope fight to see if it actually works.
What is that again? Could you describe it?
It's very similar to in the Beat It Michael Jackson video where the two gangs meet and lock hands, and then the rope is wrapped around their wrists so they're stuck together, and then they have a knife fight before Michael Jackson, right before they get stabbed. Michael Jackson goes, "This is really worth it, bro." And then, bro, seriously, think about it. Is it really worth it? Why don't we all get along and dance? And then they're like, you know what, good point, and they dance.
To Wesley Snipes, right?
No, he's not there.
West Side Story.
So the question I had was,
Wait, you think Wesley Snipes is in the Beat It video?
I think he is.
No, he's not. You're not
Drum
smart
roll, please.
or racist or something.
Did you know that Marilyn Manson used to be that guy from the Wonder Years?
I know,
That
right?
was Mr. Belvedere, dude.
It's still not right.
Did you hear they had to pump the stomach?
All right, what if it is?
It's not. Oh, but what if it is? I want to see your penis.
Wesley Snipes versus the King. Wesley Snipes, Prince's role in Michael Jackson.
You talked with Conan apparently about it.
Thank you.
I talked with Conan about it, but he wasn't in it.
Wesley Snipes says he stole Prince's role in Michael Jackson's Bad video. So it was bad. It wasn't Beat It. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I fucked up. But he was in a Michael Jackson video.
Yeah, but not the one I just
You
said.
can't tell one video from another.
Yeah,
can't.
big difference. Beat It.
Those people.
So with the fight, Jason, the question I had was, are you tying both sets of hands together, or is it just one?
Yeah, then they kick each other.
How do you punch?
Well, that would be the
Yeah,
question.
you might be the world's dumbest executive
But,
producer.
wouldn't having both people, both their hands tied?
I want to see what you thought this fight would be. So you're saying both our hands are tied together?
So it's your right hand is tied to your opponent's left hand, and the same, and vice versa with the left hand.
It's
right
called the
No.
quit hitting yourself fight.
No, that's
Right, that would be the question.
When you initially proposed this fight, I thought there was one hand was tied to the hand of another person, but there was slack between it.
Yeah,
so when they tried to punch each other with that hand, it would jerk the other person's hand around. And
that is what I was originally saying. Yep.
Nailed it.
But Andrew's saying
now
that Andrew, you're saying that you thought initially and still right now that both hands are tied.
I thought that was a possibility.
No.
Because I've never seen that before.
You've never seen. Obviously, you didn't watch the music video "Beat It," where one hand is tied,
Right.
and then the other hand they have knives. In the free hand, they have a knife.
Well, I figured knives were not in play.
Yep. Instead, it's a boxing glove.
No, we're having knives at Ellismania.
It's a knife fight. Both hands are tied behind your back, and you stab each other to beat it.
You put a knife in your mouth.
So it would be
you
one
chicken
hand.
cluck at each other.
But even the
Should I?
hand,
If I do this, how am I going to talk while I'm doing this?
well, you can take this mic. I'll tie your hand and Catherwood's hand.
I don't. You got to. I got to talk.
Yeah,
So wait, is there slack or there's no slack?
There is slack.
There's slack.
But it's not
Okay.
like the WWE slack, which was 8 feet that we saw on the show a couple days ago.
I thought it was going to be like 2
whip
feet of
around
slack.
the
but
room?
The
Slack,
most
look,
recent
it's
descriptions of the
It'd be 6 inches. You know, like I tie this around here, and then you tie that one around your wrist. I only got one hand, so can you tie this?
So does it need to be...
tie that so it stays on?
Catherwood is tied...
You wrap it around.
does it matter which hand is bound?
It should be this hand, dumbass.
Right.
Yeah. It should be the same hand. When we face each other, it should be both of our right hands, our right side. Well, is it your left and my right?
left.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a left-handed fight a right-handed fighter?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. I get it.
So this is. Yeah, you hold the microphone.
So you got your power hand free
Catherwood does. Jason does not.
in this scenario, but in the fight, it'll be.
So in the real fight, I would say that you would have gloves on both hands. So you're still allowed to use the other hand
Right,
is
and
tied.
also for defense, it would be nice to have a glove.
Right. But the thing is, when we did the Master Blaster fight, we had our hands taped to each other, and they were directly taped, so that means you could pull the arm down. With this one, I feel like, because there's a 6-inch gap, or this rope stretches, so that's not really fair, but you're not going to know when that arm gets pulled away, and you're still going to be able to have that arm up to protect your face unless Catherwood pulls away and punches at the same time, which I believe is the trick to winning this fight. So
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like if we're fighting each other, like we're both got these hands. So if I want to be that way, I want to stand my way.
Yeah.
So now that I've got to watch that hand. So I'm trying to hide that. I'm trying to fight that hand, but I can pull that away,
Yank it away,
and punch you in the face.
As soon as you feel the yank, though, that's when you know you got.
Yeah, but because there's tension on the rope, when I pull away, there'll be a second where there's no pull on his hand, and then when the rope tightens, it'll all of a sudden his hand will move away, and that'll give me a second to punch.
Like before you hit the most slack on a bungee jump. You know, it's like there's that moment where before it snaps back.
Would there be any question of when Jason has his right arm tied, when he yanks that down, you're then moving Catherwood's head down into the punch, right? So it's just going to be more devastating.
Yeah. If you could get him to actually lean forward and uppercut, then yeah, sure. But the other thing is, if I'm pulling on it, my arm's down. So he could punch me while I'm pulling down, which means I guarantee most guys are just going to try and fight with their hands stuck to each other, which would be pretty serious punch on him. The other thing is, if I punch and he tries to move away, his arm's stuck. He can't go away. So we're never really breaking up that much. Like, even if we try and get distance and we're not fighting each other right now, we don't have a, like if I can still throw a punch. You can still throw a punch at me.
Right.
It's not over even when I'm like, oh my God, that really hurt. You're still there.
It might be advantageous to have your lead hand free. Like, I'm noticing, like, I have my rear hand free.
Yeah.
You have such much better use of distance. Like, I'm actually thinking how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do that while you're jabbing. Like, notice I'm fucked. Like, I can't, I'm so far away.
You have this.
Yeah, but I have to really play
Yeah, but
it
it's
off.
a jab as well.
I guess.
Like, I would punch with this as well. Like, if we're, I've got to hold that all the time. I've got to fuck with that if you keep jabbing me with it. Like, if I keep doing that with my right hand, then you better put that hand up.
Yeah.
So then I can pull it down. Like, I feel like there's two fights here.
No, for sure.
Maybe what if I stand the same way as you?
Like, the tied hands can be a deadly weapon if you time it right. Because you totally eliminate defense, like you said.
Right. And I don't know about you, but if I have to, like, I can stand this way, but once I get near you, I'll just, whatever hand can touch you in the face, I don't care if it's my good hand or my bad hand.
Right.
Even if I could get you with a bunch of right hands in your face, or if I move over this way and do a bunch of left hands, I don't, like, I'll stand the other way if you want.
But it guarantees two people standing there and fighting.
Right.
I mean,
I think the main thing would be that the rope has to be super strong and not somehow restrictive on the wrist, because I feel like dudes are going to want to pull away from each other.
Well, you're also going to have a boxing glove on that hand, so the rope is going to be tied down like forearm, kind of.
Right. Here, just for a second, give me those gloves. Let's put another glove on here and let's.
You can't cut off their circulation, obviously.
I feel like we'll feel that our hands starting to go numb, if that was the case, Will. But thank you.
No, I'm just saying in the fight, I mean, how it's secured on there is important.
Well,
you don't want to secure it to the
whatever.
You don't want to do it to the glove because the glove can come off. Yeah.
Shove it in.
All right. They're
We're putting on two gloves. So Catherwood is retarded and he hasn't got
there,
I've got both on.
I took one off.
He didn't need to
help you.
You didn't need to. Just leave the laces out. This can be messy. It's a quick fight.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gloving up. No mouthpieces, so just go easy.
Yeah, this looked like luchador boxing.
I already got lumped up this morning, so I
Wait, you sparred?
I did.
So, cool.
And I didn't do well, so let's protect my brain a little bit.
How's that my fault?
Well, I didn't know I was going to be sparring at the show.
Can you make sure my camera's on both of us? The one up there.
It looks like it's looking at the.
Just up a little higher at us, I think.
You got to turn it towards me a little more.
There you go.
All right, so we are demoing the strap match.
Is that it?
Both gloves are on all the guys, so
I think whoever fights, if we pick dudes for the fight, Sure, I fight right-handed, but
Orthodox, yeah.
just the way you are, I feel like I want to stand southpaw because I stay away from you. The tight arm is the one that stays in the middle the most.
Yeah.
So if I want to stay back, I would try to hit me. Like if you want to start fighting, I kind of want to. I'm trying to just like muffle your shit. I think.
Hey! Wait a minute, guys. Hey,
Catherine's trying to Jason's strap arm down.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on!
It's gonna be brutal. This is gonna be
He
brutal.
just did a 1-2 to my chest, and there was like there was like button shots right there.
It
for
was
me.
as if I put my face on a T for him to snap.
I thought that you wouldn't actually use the strap arm that much to like jab, but it seems like both you guys are using that to hopefully set up your free arms.
I think. I mean, you're fighting normal, and I'm fighting normal. I think we can't back off. That's the only thing that's changed. I'm not southpaw.
It feels really weird to have your lead hand tethered though, because all the like defense you would have for your chin with your front hand is all gone because it's.
Oh, just wait. So if I just keep with one hand, my good hand on my head, can I just pull that and punch you over and over again?
Yes, you can.
So that if I just have this, so I could just.
I was trying to yank it and just keep it down so that you couldn't do that, but then
I can
it's
do
still
that.
yeah.
It's close.
How much? Can I pull you off? Or it's just. This could be a fight.
Depends on like the length
let me wrap
of
it
the
up.
strap.
Yeah, I think this is about fair. Like, what's that? 6 inches?
Almost a
It
foot.
looks like
yeah.
a foot.
Okay, very light.
One more wrap.
Really?
I know you wanted 6 inches. That's because that was more.
Well, I feel like maybe we should do it a foot then, because it makes it a better fight if we can
Okay.
get a little bit further away.
All right.
Is that a foot?
That's about a foot.
Okay, ready? Go. Oh! He uppercutted my. I
So we
bit
gotta
my.
have a strong
Oh
strap.
shit! I'm sorry.
Are you bleeding?
I don't know. I bit my tongue.
No mouth guards.
I
as
was
you
trying
said.
to pull him away. Then
We-
punt.
That is gonna be a problem unless you guys like really use rope, because Jason tried to pull away while I tried to yank and pull his hand down.
Yeah,
and
but
it
we're
just
using
snapped.
a t-shirt. We can use
Yeah.
like tie downs. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what do you call it?
You don't
Tie
tie
your
like,
nutsacks together.
like burlap straps would be. You couldn't break it.
What about this? What about instead of the rope on the wrist? What about what he just said? What about like baby harnesses, but in front? Like what about if we're attached to the dick?
Especially what you should make them like bungee, so they
Yeah.
kind of. So they
What about if there's like
snap
a,
each
you know,
other
like
back.
you know when you do what is it when you fucking go down the
rock climbing?
Yeah, rock climbing thing, and you got the rock climbing undie strap.
Fuck yeah.
Undie strap with the fucking bungee rope in between it, so we fight, bam, but to the hip, so it looks like I'm trying to bone you. Like if you punch me in the head, I'm all back like a limbo.
No, yeah, you'd be fighting like cholos, you know, where they lean. far
Yeah,
back
the
and then
lean back
yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, we need more rope. Wait, I'll use my belt.
The way you were doing it before, it seems like it'd be natural to fight the way you normally fight,
Yeah,
except
give me
you're
his
tied
maximum
together.
amounts. We need
you
to
know?
thickness.
And it just forces you to stay together. I like the idea of having the. Oh no, you guys are tying your penises together.
I'm not
now.
tying my penis. I'm tying my.
Yeah, whatever
well,
you want to call it.
It's
You're
the
tying your-
meatus, Will.
You're tying your meatus together.
Oh,
You're
Don't
tying-
do that.
So
Just do
close
this. Hey,
to
don't do
Kevin's
that.
crotch.
It's
Just
the
do this
graze
one.
it. Just graze it. Come on, dude.
Dumbass.
it's the docking fight.
We're
Just a
too
nice
far
little-
away. Put this down.
Like a stripper uses her
Here.
knee. Come on.
Yeah, I'll do
Stop
it.
thrusting, Catherwood.
This is for sure. Don't
Lean
do it.
into
Come
it.
on. This is as gay as being Catherwood have ever
Yeah,
done, for
yeah.
sure.
You're practically docking.
Right? If we didn't have pants, we could dock right now.
Yeah.
Me-
This
Meatus
is
to
going to be even
meatus.
more brutal. This is going to be bad news. This is essentially just permanent dirty boxing.
Yeah.
You can
Meatus
just
in
like
Vegas.
shove your dickheads into each end of a Chinese finger trap.
What he said.
I'm okay with that.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
What about
That's
butt plugs going around the other corner too, so that we're fully engaged.
What do
We
you mean?
both have butt plugs and
Yeah.
they're tied together.
There's a tug
Wait,
of
in
war at
our
the end of
asses?
the fight.
in our asses.
And a dildo shoved down your throat.
It's no insertion.
Have you-
Just the
Hard
gayest
rock.
match ever.
It's the gayest match ever before it starts. Just dick to dick is crazy. Like we're dick to dick.
I'm very happy Jason has a pleasant breath because they could have
When
gotten
we're
much.
dancing.
Right. So whoever gets this fire has to send in their breath.
This is
in the
close to
audition.
like the tire fight where you had to keep a foot in the
Oh
tire.
yeah.
I like the strap match. That was innovative.
You don't like this one?
No, Andrew, we're doing the dick thing.
I think this one is. I've never seen the strap one done before. This one's close to like the foot in the tire, so you can't move.
Just standing here, I agree with Andrew because this doesn't seem like it would be entertaining to the crowd.
Well,
like it's just two guys a foot away
You'll
from
have
each
to do
other.
it nude.
You could do 1 round or 2 rounds one way and do another couple of rounds a different way.
I mean, what about if we were attached at the dick and at the wrist?
And the asshole.
No. No,
But,
that doesn't work.
The only way this one works is if we got to give it another like foot. Don't you think? Because like right now, I mean,
What about if we
you're
tie
wearing-
our ankles to each other, one ankle to each other, one wrist to each other, and the dick to each other, and it's the puppet fight?
marionettes? I love it.
Or you could both wear the same pair of pants.
Nah, because you need to get distance, like Catherwood said. This rope needs to be longer.
Like I mean, this as of
Oh,
right now.
I fucking broke on through to the other side again. I didn't even hear the doors today. I don't know what's going on there. But if it's this, like, where dick is attached, and one foot's attached, and one hand, the opposite hand's attached. So
it's like this.
our foot, this front foot is attached. No, and this hand is attached. So I'm saying that
get closer 'cause
opposite
your dicks
ankle
are
to the
attached.
opposite wrist.
You gotta get closer.
No. That one and this one. So our ropes are that one and this
All right,
one.
let's go. Let's give it a shot. You want to try it?
Yeah, rope us up. If you're just tuning in, we're starting to fight. Rope us up. Ankle rope. Quickly. We don't have much time.
All right, so Andrew is tying their ankles together right now.
My groin strap came off.
How many times have I shouted that?
Well, Andrew, if you'd like to save time while you're tying their ankles together, you could use your mouth. You know, for the crotch bit.
Thanks, Kevin.
How many times have I shouted that out?
Betsy, is there any duct tape? We don't have time for this shit. We're on live radio.
I just want to know how all other employees escaped this. How I got signed up for it.
Because you train. We're just so everybody knows, we're bending down, talking into a microphone that's lying on the couch because we have gloves on.
So one leg is tied to the other leg, one fist is tied to the other fist, and one
That's
dick,
correct.
one dick to the other dick.
That's correct. It's
All right.
called the puppet fight. It's called the puppet fight.
A little
We
more
could have,
down close to the couch,
Fuck,
Jason.
man. It's called the fucking puppet fight.
Get Joel Mills in like a Geppetto costume for that match.
All right, that'll do.
Oh, sorry.
Let's just fucking fight.
You're good.
Let's fight. All right, pretend our dicks are attached.
Okay.
Okay. So that leg can't go that far. The hand already came free. But we'll be fighting and we're pulling around and I can't do this one. You like uppercuts, don't you?
And your
fucking-
penises
Thank you.
are.
Well, I just use your fucking teeth, smart ass. Hey. All right, that'll do. It's a fight.
All right.
It's a fight. Good fight.
Yes.
What about each round they get one more thing attached to
Ooh.
each other?
We just need proper.
Wait a second. Will may be onto something. What if first round is just normal boxing?
Right.
Round 2 is dick to dick. Round 3 hands. And then the final round, just 2 minute rounds, is the leg.
Yes.
So that by the final round, they're just like shuffling.
They're completely stuck to each other, fighting for glory.
What about zip ties? Could you use that?
Zip ties would rip your arms to shreds.
That would be fun to watch.
But you could have. You can wear the hip brace. You can wear Velcro arm braces where they have the metal hooks on them.
Yes.
And then you just hook that up.
Yeah, there you go.
Then that way you'll get no arm burn, ankle burn, or anything like that.
And it doesn't take a long time to hook each other together because you've already got the stuff.
You'll already have the stuff on.
Yeah.
All right. Use prison shackles, someone said. Seems heavy.
Shackle fight.
And painful.
Use barbed wire. Yeah, right. I mean, we're still at the Hard Rock, so no bleeding yet.
Wait till we have Ellismania 20, like in an empty field somewhere.
in a prison.
Mississippi.
Then we can get all the barbed wire you want.
Bare knuckle barbed wire fight coming up.
Yeah, and like a garbage vessel in international waters.
There we go. That's what you should do next. Have
What's that?
Ellismania on a garbage vessel in international waters. Anything goes.
Yeah, like pirate radio.
Yeah.
That would be a floating Ellismania.
Yeah, it'd be
I mean,
amazing.
look,
Everything else has a cruise.
everyone
311
does
has a
cruises,
cruise.
exactly.
The cruise thing was brought up ages ago. We did think about that. It's just, it's big. It's a lot, and we're not as big as I hate to say it, but we're not as big as 311.
But dude, look, they have
That was
river
really
boats.
painful.
They have river boats that go down the Mississippi. They have boats that are in the Great Lakes. They have the Gulf of Mexico. You got all these places that have great boats that you can do this on.
And you're not as big as 311, but you're big as a lot of people who have cruises.
Who? What's a crew? Who has a cruise?
Okay,
Train.
I'll tell you one.
Train is fucking gigantic.
Do you know the radio?
God, this is painful. Stop making me say that.
The SiriusXM channel that plays the old radio shows from the 40s.
Yeah.
They have a cruise.
They have a 40s on 4 cruise?
Yes.
I might want to be on
Is there a lot of people on it?
Yeah.
That's
They
weird.
sell it out.
It's about 40.
No, it's
strong.
More than that.
No,
And they get to do old radio shows together and meet some celebrities from the olden days.
Okay, before we're winding down, but I just want to tell everybody that I have a podcast that came out today that is talking about recovery, stem cell, how to help yourself with diet, exercise, how to prevent heart disease and cancer. Like real facts from real doctors, not me. I'm listening, and it meant so much to me that I've had 2 green smoothies already today. I have it every day. I will not have it every day unless it's like, I'm at a race and they're like, you got a burrito or a burrito with bacon? I'm like, fuck. All right,
You also
I'll have
had
a
like a shot of turmeric and apple cider vinegar too, or some.
Yeah, I do. I'm now that I listen to the podcast. It's free. It's guys talking about how he is operating on spines for 10 years next to an X-ray machine where the X-ray machine is on, and it's pretty crazy to tell me that he's operating by looking at the inside you on the X-ray machine. So it's on while he's right there. And he said, the statistics of doctors that have that job, a lot of them get a lot of cancer stuff in their hands from the radiation. Yeah. Like, it's a fact. And he said to reverse that, the cure to this is this plant-based diet that. And it's not like, oh, now I just eat plants and vegetables every now and then. That's why it's a smoothie, because it's a certain amount every day, plants, vegetables, the seeds, all the things you're supposed to have. So he just gave me a thing that you can go on his website and find it. It's a smoothie where you put it all in, you just mix it all up, you drink it. Doesn't taste like a chocolate milkshake, but it's not bad at all. I don't even care if I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, if I feel like I want to have pancakes in the morning, I'll just fucking suck that thing down. Because I just know that was the good news. I was like, so I never meat again? He's like, no.
You've completely cut out meat?
I mean, for me, I have, but I'm not like, if it was like at a really good restaurant or something, or at the races where there was, you can have she said, do you want the breakfast burrito comes with bacon or sausage? And I was like, can I just get it with just the eggs? And they were like, got a no meter over here, no meter.
Giant veg, you need a veg burrito.
But it was still not anything that I was supposed to be eating. It was just you're not going to not eat.
Yeah.
And same as if they were like, well, it doesn't come without bacon. I'd eat that too. I'm not going to starve, but whenever I can, I have that fucking thing every day. And if I have dinner, I try to eat plant-based. I try to, if LA is real easy to do, but if I can't, you don't have to.
Can you eat popcorn?
Yes.
All right, that sounds sweet.
Yes, you can do it. Nothing is taken away from you. He's not saying. It was just a weird thing to hear somebody say that there is a cure for heart disease and cancer and stuff. It's out there. It's like proof, and he is proof.
Popcorn smoothie is pretty awesome.
So, like, if you have cancer, you can do this, and or is it just preventing it?
No, he said that it's shown to reverse effects, cure people of heart disease. Said somebody is a particular person that he that now shows no symptoms of heart disease after living
Nice.
a plant-based diet. But a particular plant-based diet with a particular, and then the other supplements that they have that you know, because now that you're not you got to eat all the right things. You need all the supplements. That's the reason that I'm on it, is because I'm doing stem cell next Friday, and they said that there's, I forgot, it's on the podcast, the percentage of how much more tissue and ligament grow when you're on this supplement and the plant-based diet is fucking 1,000% more. So I'm just, makes it a lot easier when you know that these dudes are going to take some stuff and out of my bones and inject me in some shit, and I won't be hobbling anymore. It's very easy to want to stay plant-based. But then a guy, I've had a heart procedure. He's talking about reversing heart disease. I mean, my doctor told me I had a 30% chance of getting heart disease when I was older. But everybody, I feel like these days, because of the diet that everybody gets in America, everybody has a huge percent chance of getting heart disease when they're older.
Yeah, everything we eat is like processed and loaded up with fucking
Right,
preservatives.
and I've done podcasts with these dudes that run marathons, and I'm like, cool, I don't really want to run 1,000 miles, so it's not that big an interest to me. I will dabble from time to time, but I don't need to do it. But then when a doctor talks about reversing heart disease and how many drugs and fucking things I've done with my life, I'm like, okay, I'm already cool with eating tons of vegetables, so I can be down with this. It's not a huge. You buy all the shit from the supermarket and you put it in a fucking grinder and you stick it in a cup and you go to work. You have no excuse.
I am a big meat eater. But
you're a big meater too.
I'm a big meater, but still, I don't think anybody can deny it. There's very little, no matter what the fad diet is or the way of eating, there's really no scientific evidence that eating lots of vegetables is a bad thing.
Right?
There's no.
No, eating carrots causes cancer. They
Right.
haven't got to that one
They've
yet.
never come to the... And because there's always a big, giant switch and these cycles of what the new fad is or what is believed
Glass
to
of
be
wine, all that
healthy.
kind of
Right.
stuff. Eggs.
Never has the lots of fresh vegetables been a negative.
Yeah,
and
they've
you
never
said the
proven.
pressed juice stuff is bad, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying convenience, man, and I'm like, so
I'm the same way because
Right.
I'll occasionally go to fucking Press Juicery and get like a big bag of those juices, and then like I pat myself on the back. I'm like, good boy, dum dum. You had a whole bunch of fucking vitamins.
I mean,
but that's,
you have to.
Shit.
It's better than a Coca-Cola, but
Yeah.
but he said there is vitamins in it. But he said when it's pressed that there's a certain thing that is taken out of it that you use in your body to break down stuff that gives you that helps with fiber and apparently fiber is the thing that has protein. It's very, the doctor shit, man. Listen to the podcast. That's all I can say. There was the mouthwash. Mouthwash takes some fucking germ in your mouth and it goes in your stomach and takes something out that stops you from breaking down things. Mouthwash is bad. It's bad for you. Right?
Are these smoothies gonna make me diarrhea my brains out?
Yeah.
Because those fucking pressed juices ones do.
No, because the pressed juices don't have fiber. So you're essentially just shitting liquid.
You'd have to drink one of those every day.
High fiber content.
I can handle
So
that.
Right? It's not.
Okay,
it's
Kevin,
not turd.
Describe the flavor, though, really, honestly.
It tastes like a salad.
Right. It's got a lot of greens in it. Dude, that's kale, arugula. It's got all that shit in it.
I'm not bummed out by the taste of salads though.
Yeah.
It just tastes like a salad that somebody already chewed up and spit in my mouth.
Oh, boy.
it's baby bird salad.
But it's way more pleasant than
Man,
that.
as a guy that injects himself, like, you know what I mean, to like for longevity, and is like willing for people to drill into my bones and inject other shit so that so that my body will work better again, and then this dude's telling me just eat plants and fruits and vegetables. Do you know how fucking easy that one was for me? I'm like, wait. Because I thought, you know what I mean, if you do, you know what I mean, 100 sit-ups every day and you do yoga for fucking 30, I'm like, oh, fuck, man, you know what I mean, maybe I'll just die a little early. I'm like, wait, just eat a smoothie twice a day or once a day? Fuck, yeah, I can do that. So, if anybody wants to do that.
I'm gonna try it out.
He just said do it for 30 days. And tell me if you notice a difference. And really, you know, I do follow people sometimes, but the plant-based thing did work for me. You know, when I had that fight, somebody recommended that I started eating meat again, and I did. And I think one or the other doesn't make any difference on whether you're a better athlete or not. I think if you work really hard and you sleep well and take care of yourself, you'll be okay doing either one. I'm just talking about as an older person that, you know, your insides changes. As a guy that's broken bones and been knocked out and had my bones come out of my skin, it's not bad. When your insides fail, it's super bad. It's like there's nobody can help you.
Can I mention one thing?
Yeah?
When you're out Monday, maybe you're barbecuing, shopping, whatever you're going to do, remember that it's Memorial Day. And, you know, remember the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for us to be free.
Check you out, Will. Yeah. I'm going to be celebrating by driving a Lamborghini around in America because this country is the greatest country ever. And it gave an illiterate moron enough money to rent a Lamborghini on a Monday.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll probably cry a couple times. It's going to be emotional. Speaking of emotional, do you want to die? Ellismania15@gmail.com. If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will. On Monday, I'll be looking at all the videos of everybody trying out for Ellismania. Remember, if you win this time, I have no limit fabrications. Well, I'm saying it wrong, but there's money. People are trying to throw money at me for main event. So there's like thousands of dollars involved in winning one of these events. So send your videos in. 3-minute video. How much you weigh, how old you are.
You have fight of the night.
How tall you are. Fight of the night could be even more, like a fight bonus. Somebody could give you, what was Dan Bilzerian? Could give you like $500,000.
Right.
Yeah, you never know.
It might fall out of his pocket when he sits down. And
right. we could just rob him for being a douche.
Yeah. It is weird the random people have showed up to Ellismanias. Like Carmen Electra was front row for Ellismania 7. Yeah. Dan Bilzerian randomly shows up to Ellismania.
I don't think Carmen Electra knew she was there.
I think she saw my butthole. She really did see my butthole.
You really achieved greatness, man. Good for you. Enjoy your weekend.
That should be on your headset.
I know, right? Make sure that's in his title of his song. Yes. Have a good weekend, everybody. Don't die.
Awesome. Tully who?
Hope he's okay.
Is this done, Jason?